Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am back after a whole week off. It's been quite the week. But how are you all doing? Um, hey Guna, thank you for the lurk. And hey Luminary, how are you doing? I will master the art of muting in time, but I managed to press the wrong button. I have a sneeze button set up from a while ago. Not really sneezing at any point, but as a little thing, just so you know what's going to happen when I do try and mute. That doesn't work. There we go. I shall mysteriously vanish for a whole moment. Hopefully I will come back. So there we go. So that's what to expect if I have a coughing fit. Hopefully it's not going to be quite that bad, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Luminary. How are you doing? How has your week been? My week has mostly been ill. Ill, and I was gonna say house stuff, house problems. Actually, no, the house stuff's just kind of stagnated. Car problems. So where are we at with everything? Where have I been in the past week? Because yeah, didn't stream Saturday, Friday, Thursday afternoon and evening. I was starting to feel a little bit scratchy throatish, a little bit. I might be catching something. And then Friday it kicked off. And also ended up having to take the car to the garage because of ongoing issues that I won't go into too much. The garage are doing all the right things. It's just a matter of bad luck, really. But yeah, so the car went into the garage Friday. Saturday, I thought it wasn't wise to stream because I was coughing a ton and sneezing, actually. The weekend was a lot of sneezing. And thought, was going to pick up a car Saturday, late Saturday morning. Picked up a car, seemed okay, but then I got really ill, so I didn't drive it again until Tuesday. Tuesday, to be honest, I was still pretty rough, but I needed to drive it to go somewhere. Because ultimately, that's why you drive cars. And it turned out, no, the problem was not resolved. So car went back. Spoopy! Thank you for being first, Spoofy. How are you doing? Somehow Guna inexplicably redeemed second, so we have an Aurora. Aurora, welcome in. How are you all doing? Hey, Metal Hammer, thank you for a watch streak. Luminary, I'm feeling good. My new Corsair mid-tower arrived a couple of days ago, and I finally got an appointment with a head and neck department with NHS regarding my balancing issues. I need a walking stick because of them. Ooh, I hope the appointment is soon, and I hope they're able to help. But yeah, that sounds positive at least. That sounds like you're making good steps forward. Hey, Winged Daedalus, how you doing? Hey, Mama's Panther, welcome in. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, so Tuesday, car went back to the garage. I had to walk back from a garage, which is not ideal when you're still burning up when you walk. Anyway, car's still in my garage because they've had to do a lot of troubleshooting. They think they know what the issue is, but they want to be extra certain because it's a really expensive fix. So basically, I've got to phone them tomorrow morning, to find out what's going on. I don't think, in the UK, it's a long weekend this weekend. There's a bank holiday, so it's a 3-day weekend for a lot of people. I don't think I'm having my car back for the bank holiday. My main train of thought is I want it back in time. It's TwitchCon in a week and a couple of days, and I'm flying out to the Netherlands very early, a week Friday. I could really do with having a car to drive to the airport for that. Because public transport is non-existent that time of day. So I'm going to have to rent a car, if not. And obviously that's extra expense. And who wants to rent a car and then leave it in an airport car park for 3 days? What is the point of that? But we'll see how it goes. Hey Reb, how are you doing? I would like to place an order of 1 box of 1 million of the future of food technology nuggies. Me too, Winged Daedalus. I want to be able to do that too. June the 17th. Thought I'd be waiting another... Oh, that's not too bad. What do we think the issue... It's for throttle. But they're almost certain it's for throttle. Because basically, The car is fine at really low revs. The moment it starts getting slightly high revs, you accelerate anywhere. The car judders like crazy. And they've tried all the cheap fixes, basically. Spark plugs, sensors, a whole bunch of all kind of the more simpler fixes. I mean, think of the throttle. Would a taxi be any cheaper? No. The taxi would be about £200 each way. So, no. The airport isn't very near to me. The airport is about 170-mile round trip to get to the airport. So, no, definitely not. Each way, yeah, it's a long... I mean, it's about an hour and a half to drive, maybe just under 2 hours, so... I say that, it's basically in the middle of the night, so about an hour and a half, because it's not like there's any traffic. But yeah, so renting a car will be a lot cheaper. Would a night at a hotel near the airport make public transport fees? But no, that's more expensive. Basically, in order of cheap stuff, the cheapest option would be I could take a bus, but, there's a big but, I would have to be travelling for about like 12, 14 hours overall. And it's not really worth... I would be exhausted by the time I got there. It's kind of... I looked at a lot of different options. Yeah, the cheapest option would be quite cheap, but I'd be awake for like over 24 hours once I factored in everything. And that will be both on the day I'm going and the day I'm coming back. Don't fancy that. So the next cheapest option is to rent a car, because renting a car is still a lot cheaper than taking a taxi. Yeah, it's just because of where I live, basically. I don't live... It's not great public... The problem is my flight is about 9 a.m, something like that. And I've got to be at the airport 3 hours early, and... Yeah, there's not a lot of public transport or any kind of options for travelling at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. Good but EP. Can't wait for the weekend. Ooh, have you got anything good planned, Reb? Or are you just planning on catching up with sleep? Because catching up with sleep is a very valid way to spend the weekend. Being at the airport at 6 a.m. is always a tough ask. Yeah. I mean, it's really easy when you've got a car. Hopefully I will have a car. Because I've got a week and a day, which is a little bit cut back due to public holidays. Because they only work half of Saturday, and then they shut Sunday and Monday, and it takes 2 days for the throttle to come in. They don't want to order the throttle unless it is absolutely certainly that, because basically they can't can't return it, so I'd have to pay for it, basically. So yeah, it's a complicated little set of things where I'm hoping... Also, because it got fitted in as an emergency, it's a small garage. They've only got so much time because they have other things booked in. But I'm hoping... I've told them all about how I need the car for next weekend. I think it'll probably all come together. Hold on, I'm just going to mute and cough. Yeah, they'd have a charge for the part, which is... They've been very reasonable. They've been really good, to be fair, because they've tried swapping out a load of cheaper parts, like sensors and stuff, and they haven't charged me for that, because they're able to return the sensors. But obviously something that costs in the hundreds, they can't return that. I think, having done a bit of basic research and stuff, and to be blunt, Googling like mad, and also knowing how the car feels, I think they're almost certainly right that it's the throttle. It's just understandably the garage has been good and they want to be certain it is, so that basically they don't charge me a fortune and then go, so, that wasn't it. But yeah, how are you all doing? Sorry, I am increasingly sniffy. I have no idea if my voice sounds kind of blocked up. It feels on my side it does, but hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, amongst all that, I've been kind of sick. Definitely a flu. Did take a couple of COVID tests because, interestingly, my mum had a COVID vaccine a few weeks ago. She's got the same virus as me. She caught it a couple of days after I started getting ill. And she has lesser symptoms to me, which is feeling a little bit little bit on the nose, where it's a little bit, ooh, okay. Because we definitely have the same virus, but it hasn't hit her quite as hard. And she's had the COVID vaccine. I didn't, because that's a whole different story of the UK health system let me down a little bit on that front. Sounds like you found an honest garage. Not wanting to inflate cost unnecessarily. Yeah, they've been really good. I've used them for a number of years, and I do trust them. I've dealt with other garages before. I would not have trusted them in the slightest. But this one, they're good people. They don't patronise you. It's for little things, like they give you an itemised bill so you actually know what you're paying for. In the past, I've used garages where they've been really vague. They've just given you the bill, and then they're going, I'm not an idiot, I would like to know what has been done to the car. And then they get a little bit cagey about telling you what to do, what they've done. This garage tells you everything, and they will answer questions. If you're there going, so what does that actually mean? They're good at clearing things up. And yeah, they're a very good garage. They treat me well. So, car's in good hands, at least. Because I was an idiot, this morning I went for a walk because I wanted to see how fit I was. How much the virus was clearing. That was a mistake because I ended up burning up halfway through the walk. But I walked past the garage that the car's at. And they just opened at that point, and I could see my car parked up in their yard. I felt sad. I probably shouldn't be that attached to the car, but it's the only car I've ever truly been attached to, because I bought it from new, and it was a really big accomplishment to buy it from new, and I was very proud of myself for doing it, and, I love the car, and it was just a bit, I can see it parked up in my yard, and, conversely, to be honest, it's safer in my yard than it is parked outside my house. Because as a few of you know, I had somebody hit it while it was parked in September. So, weirdly, it's actually probably having the time of its life in my yard. But it was still a bit, hey, it's my car. It's so good to have it. It is, yeah. It really, at least it takes off a bit of a stress. Because they're doing the right thing. It's just complicated. I just get a cough again. I will, wherever possible, try and mute when I cough. I can't guarantee it. An itemised bill is already such a big thing. It's usually one of the things I look for. Yeah, it really... it's that daft thing, isn't it? It should be an obvious thing you get an itemised bill, but you don't always. Certainly not with the crappy garages. Hey, Snitzel, thank you for the hydrate. How are you doing? But the nice thing with an itemised bill of a garage is you can see exactly how much each part costs. Because it went in for quite a full service a couple of weeks ago, and it was just nice, a little bit depressing, but it was nice to be able to see how much, say, a spark plug cost, or the quantity of oil they bought, they put in the car, that kind of thing. So yeah. Oh, you just got your new passport. Nice. Are you planning on travelling soon? Have you got plans, or are you just being organised in advance? I know the last time I got a passport, I don't think I travelled for about... actually, think about it, I got my new passport in 2019, and then the pandemic hit, so... It was a while. My garage sent me a video of a car during the service. I was like, ooh, this feels fancy. Oh, yeah, not in a while, but when I bought the car, it came with a service package with the dealer I bought it from. And I remember, they used to send me a video of everything that was done. That was really, They did also end up, the package came kind of included with the car. And then after that, I took it to my local garage, because my local garage is walking distance for one thing, which is a very underrated thing. Well, I continue to rave a little bit about the garage also. The garage, the owner used to do a lot of rally driving. So you go into their yard and it is full of Subaru Imprezas, all kind of in pieces. Because he still does a little bit of it. And I kind of like thinking, he knows cars. He is a car nerd. No, I have to do some stuff for my bank, and may rather sensibly demand an ID. That's fair. A passport is a great form of ID. You can't really go wrong with a passport. But yeah, how about we play a little bit of Stardew? I don't know how long we're going to be playing for. It is going to depend on my energy levels. And to be blunt, I've got no clue what my energy levels are at this point. They fluctuate appropriately, like the acceleration on my car. Although I think my energy levels are a tiny bit more stable than the acceleration on my car. But I don't think that's saying a lot. Same, it's part of a package. It's funny, because the garage is besides the hospital I usually go to. So it feels like we're twinning. That's kind of useful in that kind of bleak way, isn't it? Where you think, that's okay. It's near somewhere I need to go anyway. So where are we at? I can't remember what we did last week. To be honest, this week is not... Today's stream is not going to be the most focused. It's going to be me catching up, me figuring out what we're doing, going from there, really. It's going to be a chill session. Yeah, Aurora, with what you said, it reminded me. I always think it is darkly funny that my phone automatically connects to the Wi-Fi of my favourite sandwich shop, which is fair, and the local hospital. Or in fact, 3 different local hospitals. And there's always you always think, hey, wherever your Wi-Fi automatically connects is home, and you're there going, yeah, it's the local hospital. Cool, yeah, that's fine. Hey, Wit, how are you doing? Twisted chronic illness thing. Same, yeah, it's just, hey, I'm home. Oh, God, it's this place again. If I wanted to go abroad, I'd get a travel passport, which is rather powerful since I'm German. Ooh, yeah, you get... I miss being able to travel around the EU like an actual European. Yeah, you're lucky there. Certainly when... J-Lose!
J-Lose_ just resubscribed for 4 months.
Wait, what did Brian just go A? J-Lose, thank you for the resub. It's very kind of you. What was I going to say? Yeah, with the passport, I can't wait, I say sarcastically, to next week join the non-EU queue at Amsterdam airport and then sigh and think, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't vote for this. Here I am. Now when I go there, I'm like, hey, I lived here for 2 weeks. That's as long as my longest holiday. Oh, Aurora. At least I have been lucky on that front. I have only ever had a short stay at hospital. Touch wood. Given how 2026 is going, I need to touch wood a lot. What was good? Spoofy, tell me all about the butt popcorn thing. Because I was lurking a lot yesterday, and that was the thing. When I looked, I was a bit, what the hell have I missed? And I do not know. I just touched wood on your behalf. Thank you, Aurora. I need all the wood touching possible. Out of context, that could sound... Robin's here with extra wood lying around. It's distracting. It's going to be so good, Spoofy. It's going to be really good to see you. I've been very lucky that I have seen Spoofy. This is weird. I think I've seen Spoofy more in IRL than I have local friends, which I am really pleased about because I was lucky enough to see her February and March. Yeah. This is where my brain's at, when I'm thinking, yeah, I have. I've seen Spoofy February, March, and now I'm going to see her next week. But I'm very lucky. Don't forget to get your entry thing in order and passport. Yeah, I've got to do that. I was hoping last time that I was travelling, because they implemented it, and then they kind of half-heartedly implemented it, because I was in France for Christmas, and I was hoping to get it done then, and they weren't doing it. Then I was in the Netherlands in February, and I thought, oh, they'll do it then, and they didn't do it. So, eventually, I'm going to get to do the fancy machine stuff. With EU, my normal passport would do. When I lived an hour away from Poland, I used to go shopping there, because food was like a third of a German price. Ooh, that's handy. I think we've got a Yap train, a Yap train chat. It's definitely not a regular hype train, it is a Yap train, I think. Okay, let's learn about the butt popcorn. Someone said they wanted popcorn and me being sleep deprived. Said, what if your butt was a popcorn machine and you could put kernels up there and pop out popcorn? Then I started asking everyone if they would eat ass popcorn. I basically made it a question of the day. I even went into other streams asking people if they would eat ass popcorn. You'd be surprised how many people say yes. I said yes too. I've got nothing. Yeah, jailers, I think that's the right idea. Yeah. Let's just all step away from that. What? I shouldn't ask this. What flavour was the popcorn? Is there a specific flavour? Hey, Bib. Hey, Sanguru. How are you both? You did arrive to ask popcorn. I'm going to remember this at TwitchCon. If Spoofy offers me any popcorn, I'm not eating my popcorn. To be on the safe side, anyone offers me popcorn, I'm not eating it. I'm bringing Jaffa cakes, by the way. They have not come out of anyone's ass. They're just Jaffa cakes. Okay, well, Robin's given me some extra wood, which is very kind of her. Oh, that's a lot of reading. I would like to give you some information about an upcoming event, the Feast of a Winter Star. It's a time of community to come together and think back on all the good fortune we've had. Oh, it's the Secret Santa. I think somebody hated us last year when I did this. Who we got this year? Oh, George. Oh, George hates everything other than leeks. Oh, no. Oh, well. Good luck. Whoever allowed Spoofy and I to coexist in the same universe had no idea what absolute chaos felt. True. True story. Yep. I'm bringing Jaffa cakes, by the way. They didn't come out of anyone's ass. If I were not familiar with all the unhinged stuff in Spoofy's stream, that quote would have sent me. I had to clarify, just so that people knew the Jaffa cakes were safe. They've been sitting in my kitchen for about a month. I bought this massive box of, I think there are 80 Jaffa cakes. I don't know if I can actually take 80 Jaffa cakes. For one thing, it almost feels like something at airport security. They might go, yeah, there's something wrong with you. Why? What's going on here? But I will pack as many as I can. Have we got any other seeds? Chat is moving and I'm concerned. I don't allow myself Jaffa cakes. I have no self-control. There. I'd accept your Jaffa cakes any... Oh, that is such a kind gesture. They've been sitting in my butt for about a month. No. And too late for me. Never, Aurora. We would all greet you with open arms. And Jaffa cakes. And possibly ass popcorn. Actually, we need to do... Hold on. 1 week away and I've forgotten the entire structure of how I play this game. Freshly popped, yeah. Think what the warmth... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence, but think how warm it would be. I got one of those Jaffa Cake meters for Christmas when I was like 16. He didn't make it a Boxing Day. Wow. I like Jaffa Cakes. I don't love them. I'm not obsessed. I do have issues with biscuits, as in I'm not very good at not eating biscuits. I have no willpower on that front. But Jaffa Cakes I like rather than love. I just remembered Zesty's making a dinner. I don't know what they're making, but I bet it's something good. Buttery, what the hell? No. By the way, ads are coming up any moment. Apologies for that. Once they do kick in, that will be it for an hour. You may miss multiple coughs. That's probably all the inventory's full. That's probably all you're going to miss for it. I found more triple chocolate shortbread in Tesco's and I had to force myself to walk away. That's where it's kind of useful that at the moment I don't have a car and I can't walk very far. Because it really cuts down on your temptations. Although I do have a grocery delivery tomorrow. But that means all I have to do is resist until it's too late to add anything to the order. So there you go, underrated tip. Oh, I thought you were... Oh, I didn't realise you were a proper journal piece. Okay. I won't go hungry here. The waters are full of edible, nay, delicious fish. I even caught a stingray in the caves by the southeast shore. I haven't a clue what to do with it, though. The other day, I even fished up a couple of golden walnuts. They seem to be all over the island. Oh, so you can fish for golden walnuts. I see. Local parrots go crazy from... Okay. It just occurred to me, I didn't mean to throw out all the fruit, because I meant to put in the seed maker. Unlearning chat. It's been a week. My brain is not at its best. Mistakes are going to be made. But the handy thing about mistakes being made here is it's Stardew. All you do is waste a little bit of time. Made a Jaffa cake one. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Because I am going to be left with some Jaffa cakes. Because A, I don't think I can fit 80 Jaffa cakes in my bag. Not if I also want to take cloves. And B, I'm a little bit worried that if I take 80 Jaffa cakes, the airport is going to have questions. Which I suppose could be easily answered with a meet up with some friends. I mean, really love Jaffa cakes. But I'm nervous. With my rate of luck in 2026, I'm going to end up a person who's not allowed on a flight because they have 80 Jaffa cakes. Although I suppose at least I would make the news. Hey, Clint, can you process a geode for me? Thank you. Ooh, a golden pumpkin. That was a big win. So what should we do? We haven't got a lot of energy. I have a feeling the last time I played, I collapsed. Which would be kind of on brand, given the next day I woke up with a virus of some sort. Turns out you need to bring the rest or meet up with me and Guru. If I can make it to Northern Ireland, I would. Definitely. J. Luz, we have a Hugar card. Okay, I'm going to wait until the ads end so that everyone can revel in the chaos that Hugar cards provide. Yeah, I was hoping to fit in a bit more travelling this summer. I think the car repairs might have stopped that one. I did also briefly consider being able to get, basically, no judgment here. I wanted to go see Harry Styles, and it turned out he's in Amsterdam right when I'm in Amsterdam. And I realised I could get tickets relatively cheaply. So I was considering doing that on a Sunday. I don't think I can do that now either. I think it's... To be honest, I just need a quiet life at this point. Rather than a long day. Okay, let's pull the Hugar card. Hey babe, how are you doing? Okay. We can go to you. I'm voluntolding Sangura. That sounded voluntolding. Okay, just gonna mute cough and I'll read the questions. Okay. As I always warn with these cards, these are meant to be cozy icebreakers for, I think, kind of early dating. As we all know, when I point out these are meant to be cozy icebreakers, that's because we have a question here that I'm there thinking, I don't know if this is really good for an early date. This feels reminiscent of some... Yeah, okay. We're going to go for the first question. The first question is the darkest. The others are kind of chill, really. First one to be really cozy and chill and icebreaker-ish. Do you think anything good has ever come from wars? We really need Zest to be here. I think Zest would have a strong opinion on this. But yeah, do you think anything good has ever come from wars? How long have you got? I mean, there's probably entire PhDs and kind of books written on that subject. Good Lord, yeah. Yeah. Yes, no, maybe, depends who you ask. I mean, ultimately, it gets very philosophical, really, because if you're there going, well, nothing good comes from wars for all the people that die. Maybe for society on the whole, once in a while, yes. That's a complicated question. I don't think there is an answer here. Not certainly an answer that Twitch chat could deal with. Because we'd have to discuss this for days. I'd like to point out, I've just come back from a week off from being sick. I don't need this kind of first Who Got card. Okay, so the second question, the other questions are way tamer. It's like they went full on with the first one and then kind of settled down. What is the most important room in a home? I'm going to go practical. I'm saying bathroom. If you haven't got a bathroom, that entire house is collapsing in a stream of bodily fluids. So the most important room in a home is a bathroom. I'm not debating that at all. It is a bathroom. There's lots of other rooms that are nicer. Most important, you can't beat a bathroom. You could argue the technological advancements with things like jet engines, radar, GB. Yeah, it is a complicated one. That by the way, is Sam Guru answering about if anything good has come from wars. I don't think anyone's got a room that has technological advances in. Although my PC is pretty speedy. Most important room is the room in my tummy for treat. That too. This one is kind of suited. The third one kind of suits if you're all in the same room together, but we're all in the same chat screen together. Name something that one of the people sitting next to you is good at. I love that these questions have gone from anything good come out of wars to other person. Well, here's what you're good at. We've got a big problem if one of the things people is good at is war. So chat, name a person and name what they're good for. In a slightly less threatening way than that. My tone is not quite right today, thanks to the aforementioned illness. Pooping popcorn. There you go. Yeah, Spoofy is good at that. Yep. Where are we going to go? I don't think we can really go anywhere with that kind of energy. Let's just do a bit of half-hearted mining. Aurora does the good crochet and being stinky. There, yep. I would eat your okay. I was going to say butt corn. I managed to totally forget about this guy until I was watching Redweird stream Stardew the other day and then thought, oh, I forgot about you. So here we are. You're not a spy sent by the shadow people, are you? I'm keeping my eye on you. Ooh, we can buy stuff. What can we buy? Hey, Ion Titchy. Welcome to the Butt Popcorn Enjoyers Society. Yeah. We're all butt popcorn lovers here. Not me. I'm normal. I didn't either, Wit. Not until I was watching Redweird stream this, because he's been streaming. Actually, we'll do a shout out for him. He's been doing a lot of Stardew at the moment because it is his cozy game. And I watched him, and then I was a bit, I totally forgot about that guy. Yeah, Red is amazing. I love Red. I'm so sad that Red can't make it to TwitchCon, because he is a pleasure to spend time with. I'm hoping I'm hoping I might get to basically Redweird and Timber Sorcerer, who is also a lovely person, kind of live in rough vicinity. Basically, I'm hoping to be able to go meet up with them at some point. Head that way. Hopefully, get spend a bit of time with them both. Why can I not type? I know I could have got Aurora to do this. This is why I should have got Aurora to do this, because then I don't have to spell. But yeah, I'm hoping to get a chance to go meet up with them at some point. I haven't figured out any plans, and everything keeps exploding. He's such a wonderful person to be around. He really is. Yeah, you will love Red. Red is a ton of fun. Yes, if you are not already following Redweird, please do. And follow Tim the Sorcerer as well, because Tim has just started streaming again after a long break to try and reset and get everything just right. Ooh. Let's get that. They're both lovely, lovely, lovely people. Words are hard today. I think, admittedly, this is the most I have spoken in about a week. And it's showing a little bit for my voice. We'll buy that recipe. We'll never use it, but hey, let's have some recipes. Should we buy some mega bombs? We could make them, but that's effort. What is the dwarf? I think it boosts mining. Yeah. Reading this book again will grant some mining experience. To be a show-off, I've maxed out mining. You're still recovering, so you got to give yourself some grace. Yeah, I'm not even... To be mildly... Oh, did I want to go? Yeah. No, we'll go here. To be slightly depressive about it, I'm not even sure if I'm at the recovery bit. You know how you want to be... Oh, I'm at the post-viral stage. I think I'm still at the viral stage. Yeah, it's an annoying one. I'm very glad I've got another week until TwitchCon. Otherwise, I would be getting very nervous. Max it out at 10. It does, yeah. But yeah, I wanted to get back to streaming because it does my mental health good, and it was frustrating. The last few days have been very frustrating because I fortunately got to that stage of illness. You know how you have that bit where you're ill and you basically couldn't care less about anything, and you're there going, it's fine, I'm just going to wallow in bed and feel like crap and I don't care. And then you get to that stage where you still kind of need to wallow in bed, but your brain is now working and your brain is there going, yeah, but I want to do this and I want to do that, and why can I not do all these things? And the last couple of days is where my brain has got. So basically, my brain is coming up with loads of ideas and things it wants to do, and it's getting very frustrated that I can't do almost any of them. And then when I try and do something, my body goes, no, we're not doing that. What the hell are you doing? It's a very annoying phase of illness. Thank you, Wit. That's very kind of you. I'm certainly going to be back to normal with a schedule now, because if I can do today, I can do the other days. What is that? Ooh, iridium ore. That is a rare thing here. And yeah, I've still got hopes to... There's various things I want to do with the stream, which I keep saying, and then life keeps doing things. But yeah, I'm hoping, while I have no car until... probably sometime this time next week, I think. I'm hoping then, by being kind of stuck at home, to implement some of them. Because my brain is working better now. It's just I might need regular naps. Hey Hannah, how are you doing? But yeah, I get a bit frustrated when I can't do stuff. I mean, everyone does, but I was watching Drungo stream yesterday, and he was talking a lot about things to do with streaming, but also kind of general... That wasn't where I wanted to go. General kind of ambition, and admittedly, I was listening to him and thinking, Oh, I hadn't realised. I'm a really ambitious person. As in, I could see it in people like Drongo, and it hadn't occurred to me of, oh, I forgot to get eggs. That's me too, and that's why I get so frustrated when I can't get as much done. And it was a kind of a nice revelation, and on the other hand, it was a bit, oh crap, I haven't got the energy to do any of the things I want to do. Oh wait, no, we're not dealing with George till the 25th. Genitor was trying to, well, I was trying to, oh, sorry guys. I was trying to pet you all. I didn't realise you were sleeping. It's only 7 p.m. Oh good, the rabbit has shed its foot again. I have so many questions about how that rabbit sheds a foot. Have you found the ancient seed recipe yet? I haven't been lucky enough to... No, I'm working on that. That is on my long list. Hey Jezza, how are you doing? Yeah, sorry, you guys are trying to sleep. I just wanted to give you a fuss. Ooh, it's full. Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, I was saying I'm still struggling. I don't entirely know what my voice sounds like, because on the inside, I still feel incredibly blocked up and not at my best. Hopefully it's not coming across on the stream. What we got there? Oh, caviar. Exciting. I've got lost with the measuring of heads too. You still sound... Oh, that's good then. Because on the inside, I do not sound right. So that's okay. That's just me. That's kind of reassuring. But yeah, I think I'm slightly on my mend. I don't know. It seems to have stagnated the last couple of days. It felt like a few days ago, I thought, oh good, I'm starting to feel better. And then yesterday and today, I've been the same. And that is annoying. Somebody wanted an aquamarine, didn't they? I think it was Abigail. She didn't want it today, did she? Bored? Could someone bring me aquamarine? Whoa, Abigail's the worst, isn't she? Let's go give her stuff. If we can. Microphones also help with it. Yeah, true. But yeah, it's been a rough virus. I think I very much underestimated it. Or actually, as my mum explained, okay, she's not coming out, is she? I was hoping she's going to go to the pub. Yeah, as my mum summed it up very well, which, to be honest, shows how well she knows me. She went, I know you're actually, you're really ill because you're actually willing to admit you're really ill. And that's a fair commentary, because I am that person that I can be really, really struggling and blatantly have a cold, and I will be that annoying person that goes, that's fine, it's just allergies. You know, I'm good. Yeah, it's fine. If anyone knows Monty Python's sketch of the Knights of Ni, where they keep getting limbs chopped off and they keep going, that's fine, it's a flesh wound. That is me with viruses. Any kind of illness, I'll be there going, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, sure, I can barely get out of bed. It's fine. It's not that, I'm okay. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Yeah. And my mum yesterday just went, oh, I know you've been really ill because you've actually said you're ill and have kind of accepted it. And I think, yeah, she got me spot on there. Because that does not happen. I'll be the one that will still be going, it's fine, I can go walk, I can go do the shopping, I can go do the housework, it's fine. Sounds like my girlfriend. She's like that. She has to be like dying in order to admit she's ill and needs rest. Yeah, that's me. So much me. Yeah, I do not stop. And this has made me stop. And even though probably at this point there'll be people that would say I'm like going for a walk this morning is still a bit excessive, the fact I've only gone for one walk is and it was a shorter walk than usual, is still quite a big deal for me. Classic British behaviour, to be honest. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah. Everything is collapsing around me, but I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. We have a hat. Kangaroo. Let's grab a hat. What are we gonna have? I haven't had a chance to buy new hats recently, which is a terrible shame. Not bad, can't complain. Yeah. My whole family died in a freak accident and I'm homeless. But not bad. Yeah, it's fine. It's one of those things. Can't help it. Never mind. Hello, friend. The mountain lake has been kind to me lately. I'd like to share my good fortune with you. We got a catfish. I'd rather Linus kept it, really. I've got more than Linus. Yeah, it could always be worse. Even when, to be honest, it probably can't. It's not a bad attitude, to be honest. At least sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it's okay. Wait, why is fishing not working? What's up, fish? Oh, okay. Fish has decided to stop. There you go. Try again, J-Lose. It randomly disconnected from Twitch and I've got no clue why. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's good to have a bit of perspective and be a bit, no, it could be worse, but then there are other times where it's kind of better to go, it could be worse, but this is also kind of crap. Ooh, a fairy rose. What you get, J-Lose? That was a sound. I think we got something rare. Is it ever going to stop? Is it ever going to stop? What the hell was it? A legendary... You caught a blue whale weighing 131,824 kilos worth 1,014 gold. That was quite the catch, J-Luz. Good job. This reminds me of another Monty Python bit. The one where a tiger bit a guy's leg. Oh, I know the one. That is a good one, yeah. Hey, Miss Rachie. How are you doing? How's your week gone? Good thinking, Jezza. Reeling in 131 tons? Piece of pity. J-Luz, you've been working out. I got lucky and found more Buffalo USB SNES controllers on eBay. I'm accumulating so many of these just because they're discontinued and I want to keep using them. I may have to change my name to Bill by the end of the month. Yep. There you go, Jesse. You've got a sideline business all lined up there. By the way, chat, I know numbers don't matter, but I do kind of love that by streaming for the first time in a week, I have lost 2 followers. Clearly 2 people got a notification and went, oh god, she's back. I need to leave. It's been hectic, but my actual work week is done, as I have tomorrow off for miners' treatment day. See, when I read, I started that sentence and I thought, oh good, you got tomorrow off, and then thought, oh, no, that's not the best reason to have a day off, is it? I'm sorry, Rachie. I hope you can both... I don't know what treatment day is like, but I hope there's a little bit of light. Oh, yeah, sorry. Everyone is grumpy because I didn't pet them because they went to bed. Yeah, I hope there's a little bit of light amongst that treatment. If not, I hope it just goes smoothly. They're grumpy because no... Oh, yeah, no food. Oh, that's a good point, Whit. I'd be grumpy without any food either. Sorry guys, I'll go buy you some stuff. Oh no, there's even a baby one who's starving. Oh, it feels like a war crime. But yeah, I hope tomorrow goes okay for you both, Rachie. Okay, we'll go see the travelling merchant. Chat, please remind me I need to get some food from a right, because it's the kind of thing I'm going to forget today. Today I get to spend not working and dealing with stuff, so objectively for me is not too bad. But something at least. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm sorry it's not a bad day off, but at least it's a little bit better. It's better than, well, I don't know if it is better than, I don't know. I'm going to stop talking because I'm worried I'm going to say the wrong thing, but my thoughts are with you. Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably a complicated day. I looked and went, ooh, red cabbage seeds, and then I remembered it's Redwood that's trying to get the red cabbage, not me. A shrimp? Crafton would be very excited by this shrimp. We'll give a rare crow. Okay, I need to get feed. I didn't forget. It's not a war crime unless you loot. Both funny and worryingly true. Yeah, only the losers commit war crimes. The winners do what needed to be done. Question mark. It's better than working and driving him around. I've done that before in 2020. Oh, yeah, that's got to be rough. Right, they're not going to complain now. In a much lesser way, this weekend kind of needs to be my immunosuppressant day. Wait, what did you... Oh, you wanted a diamond? Oh, I can get you a diamond. Because I wanted to take my immunosuppressants a little bit earlier because of TwitchCon. But the problem I have at the moment is you're not really meant to take the immunosuppressants while you're ill. You can get away. Basically, the distinction is, in particular, you're not meant to do it when you've got a high temperature and a fever. And at the moment, I sometimes have a high temperature, and sometimes it goes away, and I don't really know what I'm meant to do with that information. This really makes us feel at home. What kind of fish feel at home because there are diamonds? Weirdos. Yeah, so I'm hoping in a few days, by the weekend, my temperature is settled, and then I'll be fine to take it without worrying about any repercussions. Hang around and see what seeds are spat out. In 2021, I didn't have the time to drive back home in between dropping him off and picking him up, and being COVID, I couldn't go inside, so I sat in my car and worked. Oh, that sucks. I know 2021 was the year that I got diagnosed with Crohn's. And yeah, it was... I understand why you weren't allowed other people in the building with you, but that was an extra rough time, as I'm sure you know of. Yeah. Backup is handy. If you pass out on stream due to your flu symptoms, do we have permission to play the Sonic Drowning reading? Yeah? You can do that. I mean, it might wake me up. I might come around to the sound of Sonic drowning. That won't be traumatic. Diamond fish, the premium version of goldfish. Good point, yeah. Yes, I mean, headphones are on quite loud. That might wake me up. I'm just trying to get an ancient seed. That's all I'm after. I think it's a really rare drop. Hey, Gloel, how are you doing? How has your week been? I have a very interesting story about something we had to do thanks to COVID. But it's not stream friendly. I'll have to tell you in person one day. Miss Rachie there, edging away so that I go, alright, I'll get on that flight. Ideally want to get on the flight. You don't need to, encourage it even more. How many seeds have we got? No, 25. Oh, okay. Let's go plant some stuff. Then we need to go see Abigail and give her an aquamarine, because Abigail has expensive tastes. Or discooked. There. I didn't bother counting. Let's find out if that was sufficient. No, it's going to be 2 off. Okay, I'm going to finish planting. 1 off. Good job, maths. I would do... Where are we at, Chad? You got cards out of stock somehow. I feel like I'm yeah. J. Lou's redeemed it. I think it is on an hour cooldown. So we don't get too overwhelmed with the chaos. You got to miss, Jezza. The best question of the lot was, basically, has anything good come out of wars? Or actually, wait, no, it was somehow worse than that. Do you think anything good has ever come from wars? And we mostly worked out it was best if we just didn't talk about that on Twitch, because that was complicated. My week has been well so far, manageable. How are you feeling? I'm getting there. I'm still coughing. I'm still burning up when I walk, which is really annoying. Hold on, I'm just going to cough now. Yeah, everything is still a bit productive and not well. But hopefully I'm on my mend. I honestly don't know at this point. I mean, I think I must be, but it's not fast enough. The NHS came out of the Second World War. That's something. I was reminded of it today, looking at my photos during my daily photo clear. Oh, is anyone? I mean, everyone all had different times during the pandemic, but my photo memories from 2020 and 2021 in particular are very bleak. So far, my week has been pretty good for the most part, but my friends not so much. I'm now at the age where my friends aren't going through breakups; they're just getting divorced. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. My friends haven't quite got to the divorce stages yet. To be terribly cynical, I'm gonna look. This is wrong, but yeah, we all have people in our lives where you think they're not the best suited at this point anymore. They might have been, they're not anymore. And you're there thinking, I wonder when it's going to happen. But on the other hand, the economy is a disaster at the moment, so it may never happen. It is a weird one getting to that stage in your life, though, isn't it? Okay, let's go find Abigail. Let's go sort that out. I've just accepted perpetual singledom. I feel a bit like that. The last week or so, I had another match on Bumble, and it seemed reasonably promising. And we were only kind of messaging once a day or so, sometimes twice a day, but it seemed all perfectly pleasant. They've stopped replying. And I've seen this happen before. And I suspect they're probably just going to quietly fade away. It is annoying. This isn't as exciting as I thought it would be. Oh, good grief, Abigail. Why is it Abigail is never happy? Oh, that's not your fault. Haha, thanks for responding to my bulletin. Abigail is such a strange one. I don't know what to do with her. Oh, sorry, Pam. You need your drink. Yeah, I get it. Oh God! Oh yeah, it's Friday night. I need to get. Let me in. Let me in. Oh no. If I just talk, there we go. I thought I was stuck. Traffic. That was quite a traffic jam. Hey, Mattress Wolf, how are you doing? Okay, We've got out of a traffic jam. That was a little... I was actually thinking, is this a way... Have I broken the game? Jezza. They only got married in 2021, and I saw them in November, and they seemed fine. And then I'm going to get more information tomorrow when I do a video call with him. But out of the blue, she said she didn't want to be with him anymore. He's moving out in the next 2 weeks. Somehow already has a place and he's having to buy her out. And she's taking custody of their 5-year-old son. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, that is a rough one. It does look like particularly, I mean, it's an obvious one, but breakups with kids involved looks so hard. Breakups are hard enough without others. But yeah, when kids are involved, that looks so tough. Okay, let's do a little bit of planting. Tomorrow we're going to we might head to Ginger Island tomorrow, actually. I'm not too bad, thank you, Mattress Wolf. I've been a lot ill the last week. And I'm slowly doing better, so I'm hoping I'm continuing to go in the right direction. Oh, I didn't realise there was stuff there that I just wasn't watering. Well, no wonder they're not growing. Ooh, wrong way. Sorry, guys. There you go. You're watered. Oh, we need 8. Okay. Hey, Patsy. Enjoy your lurk. I hope you're doing well. Somehow I feel there's more to the story, like she might have met somebody. Not necessarily cheated, but maybe she's falling out of love with my friend and found somebody else that she wants. Yeah, you never know. I mean, yeah, if that's the case, it's a tricky one because, yeah, you can only feel how you're going to feel. Oh, obviously, if you're cheating, don't do that. But, yeah, it sounds messy. I think the cough is slowly worsening. Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough week, Mattress Wolf, but hopefully I'm turning a corner. Probably do for one day. So, chat, what have you got planned for the weekend? Have you got anything good lined up? Plan Aurora. Thank you for the hydrate. When I get more info, I'll have to give you an update. I'm curious what the hell is going on. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, okay. Coffee's having a moment. Oh, I forgot we have a cellar now, don't we? Let's have a look. Yep, it looks like a cellar. Not quite as exciting as I hoped. Yep, I probably need a lot of hydrate. Thank you, Sangura. It'll be okay for a bit longer. It'll probably be a shorter stream on the whole. Ooh, we have baked fish, but I want to keep going. The annoying one. I haven't really talked as much as I have today. I mean, I've talked a little bit. I've talked to the garage owner. That's my main source of conversation the last week. I'm getting bullied in Super Bowl. What a way to spend my weekend. I'm going to enjoy the big golf festival that my city has every passer. Ooh, enjoy, Mattress Wolf. I'm off to Slam Dunk on Sunday. Oh, I remember you saying about the Slam Dunk festival. And then on Monday, I'm spending the day seeing my mum and taking Evie to go see it. Ooh, what's that nice? Enjoy. Friends are having Theo for the weekend, so we're off to the cinema on Saturday. And while my other half is at work on Sunday, I'll get some gardening. Nice, James. What are you planning on seeing at the cinema? What's the plan with the garden? assuming my lungs can recover anytime soon, I've got kind of a similar plan. Obviously, I'm almost certainly not going to have a car. So what I'm planning on doing is, me and my mum have considered going to the cinema because we can take the bus. And she, I shouldn't say that she won't be able to hear. She's old, so she has a bus pass. So it won't cost too much. Let's do that a bit more organised. So I am thinking about going to the cinema. As everyone's still a little bit low energy in the household. And if I can regain some energy, I really need to tackle the garden. Because I can see it out my window and it is growing in the way that it does at this time of year. And I'd really like to be able to tackle a bit of it. My friend is finally returning to the UK from Bangladesh after working out there for 5 years. So we're going to have a big girly catch-up this week. Oh, that's great, Chloe. I'm really glad that your friend's coming back. I was very excited to learn that one of my closest friends who emigrated to Sweden is coming back for a week in July sometime. And I'm already really excited to see him. Yeah, when he messaged me and said, "Oh, I'm back," these dates, I'm pure, right, I'm dropping everything in my schedule to make sure I spend as much time with him as possible. So I'm glad you get to do that. I'm also not going to be hungover on my Monday, as I refuse to get more than 2 pints while I'm at the festival. I'm not paying nearly £9 for Strongbow dark fruit. Ooh, that is expensive. Yeah, that is a waste of money. We're seeing Obsession in the Mandalorian film. The garden, some general tidying and weeding. Might break out the jet wash. Please. I haven't got a jet washer, and I kind of want to get a jet washer. I think that might be the next evolution for me becoming the gardening person. Because it would definitely be useful for a few areas. I've heard good things of Obsession. I don't know if that's what I'd see at the weekend. I don't know what is out. I wish Project Hail Mary was still out, but it's not where I live. Are you guys still recovering from a lack of food? Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Pressure washer's a good one. Yeah, I think... Maybe it's because I played too much Power Wash Simulator, which I know isn't quite accurate. But there are definitely some areas of my garden that could do a bit of a pressure wash. It's got a little one, but it's so much fun blasting crap away. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We have a little courtyard area that's got kind of trashed and dirtied just because we've had so much scaffolding up for the roofing repairs. And I really want to get that cleaned. But the problem is it's on a tiny bit of a hill. Basically, what happens is if any water spills in my area, it goes down the hill, which means it goes under my back gate and straight into my next door neighbour, the one I get on with very well, his drive. So it gets under his car. And then, just to really add to the gravity, it then ends up by his front door, just because of the alignment. So I need to work out a way of stopping the water leaving my garden, basically. Because I think a jet wash would help it a ton. But obviously I don't want to flood the neighbours for quite obvious reasons. Even if it's the neighbours I didn't like, I don't want to flood them. I have manners. Aurora, take care. See you soon. Thank you for being here. Well, I'm just going to cough properly. But yeah, take care, Aurora. We do checks and pat downs. That's why I'm going to 2000 Trees Festival next year. So they allow you to bring your own alcohol and even get some food with it. Yeah, that is strict. I have been places where, I remember they checked a friend took sun cream. And they still checked over that. So some places are really secure. Which is good in terms of safety. Less good in, let's make money by selling everything for 4 times the value. But yeah, I need to work out what the solution is for my jet washing thing, because I don't want to... I don't want to annoy the neighbours. A terrible part of me did consider, well, I could do it when they're not there, and then when it's going to rain. That's not really the moral way of doing it, though, so I'll try and avoid doing that. Let's give Evelyn baked fish for her birthday. You remembered my birthday! Thank you, this is great. Hey, George. Hey, you doing okay, you miserable person? The gardens hadn't been touched for over a decade before we moved in 2 years ago. So there's so much moss and crap. Yeah. The mossy... Yeah, my paths are a bit mossy and not the best. And that's where I'm tempted by a pressure washer. You know, nothing full on, just something cheap that will get the job done. There used to be a small festival that was in the Leeds city centre, and you were allowed to leave and come back as you had obviously food and things about. Then they moved it to Temple Newsom in 2019, and now they don't allow you to leave once you've gone in. Oh, I don't like festivals like that. I don't like feeling like I'm stuck there for the day. Oh, they added more M&S items to our supermarket's range. I may have spent $50 on them. I approve, Rachie. What have you got? I am missing M&S this week. I mean, I didn't have an appetite for the first half of the week, but I can't... I have to drive to get to the M&S. So, no M&S for me until we have a car back. Although, if it really does go on a long while, I'll probably take an Uber to get to the gym. And then I can go to M&S. Because, yeah, I love M&S. It is an expensive treat, but it is a treat. Okay, well, we got lots of seeds at least. Ooh, an M&S staff discount would be so nice. I'm on my mobile and my kitchen stock take 1 month. No worries, Rachel. But we're all there going, what have you got? What have you got? Have you got something good? M&S Yum Yums, they are very good. I love their cookies. The bakery cookies are very good. They're also something like 400 calories each. But they are good. They are worth that. Weird. I saw a guy complaining about Tesco's recently, how he did an order 4 weeks ago and he went to do the same order and his food shop had gone up by £50. That was even with taking off bleach and bathrooms. He must have bought a lot of stuff on special offer. Okay, what should we do? We have got a bit of energy. Could take a tent kit. Or we could do a bit of Skull Cavern, actually. Might do a bit of Skull Cavern. Rather than go full Ginger Island. At some point we'll work out a weapon upgrade, but that day is not today. Ooh, we have caviar, I think. I was the health and safety officer for a M&S store until about 2 months ago. We were the second highest grossing store in all of Ireland. Nice, Sound Guru. Like you said, the discount must have been lovely. Hey, Soul, how are you doing? Oh, Miss Rachie has the list, and I am excited, and I'm going to get hungry. All butter oat mini biscuits, nice. Caramel and chocolate crispy cloud. I think I've had those. They are really nice. Malty chocolate and caramel biscuity clouds. A block of chocolate with caramel shortbread and chocolate crispy. Oh, I've had that block. That is an amazing block. And a chocolate bar called the Big Daddy. I've heard about that. I haven't had it. The name sells it. Yeah, that sounds good. I need to go to an M&S now. I can't. I do need to. Okay, I'm sure we need a caveat for something. I think it was the Joja Mart thing. Let's go have a look. What I think about, we can't go to Skull Cavern now, can we? Because Pam's gone to bed. Fair enough. She needs to get drinking. I really need to go through my stream of follows and start unfollowing. Has it got to the point now where the notifications are of people I can't even remember? Yeah, I've most stream. Well, like I have a kind of top 5, maybe 6 people that I keep notifications on. A lot of the time I disable them, and I will still watch them. It's just I don't need the quick so and so's here. Run, run, run. Big Daddy Bar was mid. It was a pistachio Mars bar. That pistachio Mars bar sounds pretty good though. How you doing, Soul? Yeah. Thinking about actually if... Hold on, we'll have this in. If we need it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, we still not got around. We have got a prismatic shard. I'll go grab it. Yeah, think about if me and my mum... I mean, she doesn't have to come along, but I think she'd want to. If we decide to take the bus into our local city at the weekend, they have an M&S. So hopefully, yeah, maybe we'll pick something up. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm being slower at catching up with what is going on in my head. Well enough. Husband and I went to get his imaging test and hopefully get the results back tomorrow. Hopefully it's just a silly cyst and not anything bad. I hope it goes okay, so I know my mum has had quite a lot of, well, not 3 or 4 times where there's been a cyst that they've had to investigate, or yeah, something has popped up on a scan and then they've kind of gone, well, it's either this perfectly fine thing or that other thing. And touch wood, every time it's worked out. So I hope it continues to work out for you. We have to go down that route as notifications have gotten silly. You can, yeah, if you go to their page, whether they're live or not, there's a, what does it look like? It looks like a kind of, I say that, I can't look for me. It's something like a ringing, an alarm bell or something. Yeah. If you're, I mean, this is on the desktop, but there is an option somewhere that has got kind of an alarm bell. Click on that and you can choose notification preferences. And you can do personalised, which to be honest, I can't remember what that does. Always, go live only or just switch it off. And quite a lot of people, I just switch it off. Just because otherwise I get too many notifications and it gets overwhelming. Also, my phone has basically no... It's got a battery needs replacing, so it doesn't need more notifications. Have you ever tried the M&S luxury Yule logs around Christmas? I don't think I have. No. Are they kind of... Yeah, they must be nice, I'm guessing. The dog said outright he thinks it might be a tumour, so very anxious. Hopefully, Soul, it's a benign one. Yeah. Hopefully it's a nice, easy, simple, non-horrible, benign one. Okay, let's go get back. Just for the sake of being organised, let's go get a prismatic shard. Yeah, very chocolatey. Ooh. I don't tend to have a lot there. Problem with Yule logs, just for me, is they are massive, traditionally. And then there's only one person in this household that can eat them. Me. I don't always want to eat a huge Yule log. Ooh, strawberries and cream Swiss roll with some. That sounds nice. Okay, where's my shard? Here it is. It's going to be a bit organised. But yeah, hopefully if I get into my local city at the weekend, I'll probably raid M&S. I mean, when I'm feeling better, I should go. But the last week or so, because I haven't really eaten much, and I've been so ill. Funny enough, I've lost weight, But I should, once I get better, go back to being on track with all my dietary plans. But a little bit tempting not to. Yeah, gotta recover or something. Okay. Hey, Slugnacious, how are you doing? Go get some breakfast, Jezza. Okay, we need wine. We can make wine. Dinosaur mayonnaise. That's going to be a bit more complicated. Void salmon. And ancient fruit. We are trying our best with that ancient fruit. I've just noticed the name change in my memes channel. I hate you all. I mean, you know what to look out for now, Jezza. The warning is there. At least we didn't add the blobby bot. Mostly because it was terrible. By the way, chat, we have ads coming up in a few minutes. When they kick in, I am going to take a quick little break because my voice needs a little bit of a break. And I will up for hydration. Because it is a pleasure to stream, but I have to admit, it is taking a bit more out of my voice than I expected. So I can't believe Pepe the Dave bot. Yeah, Dave the bot had. For those of you in Discord who haven't checked the Discord in a while, Dave the bot had a moment, and then luckily Dave the bot is not quite no more. He's calmed down a bit. Yeah. A lot of that was thanks to Zest and Aurora testing Dave the bot. We'll go testing. Slugnacious. That is evil and brilliant. There is a terrible... I won't do it, Jezza, but I'm so tempted at when I sort out all the new redeems and the bits and, you know, all the other things I'm going to add for stream, I am so tempted to add, say, a bit alert that is going to have Mr. Blobby in it. I probably won't, but I'm a little bit tempted. I'd probably make it quite expensive, so it wouldn't happen a lot. You know, I wouldn't be there going, let's make it 100 bits, because that wouldn't end well. I mean, it certainly wouldn't end well for you. I mean, maybe that's what I could do. Part cozy streamer, part make sure there's a bit alert that traumatizes one of the regulars in chat. That could be my legacy. Okay, we're going to get some sleep. I'm going to take a quick little break. It's like a badge of honour for being... Yeah, we just say, what is the thing that is most traumatic for you? And that's what we make. I laugh in the face of trauma. To be honest, Mr. HG, I believe that. Because I think me and you are very similar in the, I've seen trauma. I'm fine, I'm laughing in the face of it now. While quietly going, yeah, I am. I'm good, I'm trying my best. Mr. Blobby is so confusing as someone from outside the UK. This was for children? Yeah, Mr. Blobby was. I don't know why. The 90s was a really weird time. Okay, world, try me. Please don't. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, so, hey, thanks, trauma. Please, can you leave me alone? Or at the moment, for instance, with everything that's going on, and has been going on all year, I'm quietly there going, I'm a really resilient person. I know I am. World, could you stop demonstrating, giving me reason to be really resilient? E.T. was my childhood trauma. Yeah, I never cared about E.T. I remember watching it once as a kid, and I just didn't really feel much. It was just, it's fine. Mine was having parents who were uninvested in me being successful. Oh, I'm sorry, Guna. That's the worst kind. They simultaneously hated E.T. and were scared of him, and then felt bad for him when the scientists came and got traumatized. That's a lot of different emotions, Slugnacious. I mean, it shows the empathy you have but that is a lot. And thank you for a watch streak. I never felt anything for E.T. He just looked like a walking ball bag. Yeah, it was that. Yeah. Negligent Parents Club. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for anyone who had negligent parents. Nobody should have that, because ultimately, if you become a parent, you kind of need to step up a bit, don't you? I mean, it's easy for me as not a parent, but I'm just thinking I'd step up a bit. You only have to do I say you only have to do the bare minimum. You don't, but I end up with negligent parents. But in my mind, the bare minimum should be encouraging a child to thrive. But anyway, without getting on my soapbox, I'm going to stick words on the stream on. And you feel free to take a break yourself or play with some words on the stream. Or share your trauma, that's fine. I will catch up and I shall look out for you all. As a parent, can confirm you are correct. My traumatic character from childhood was the head from Mars. Okay, yeah, I can see that. My childhood trauma is very depressing. Oh, I'm sorry, J. Luz. Okay, I'm going to take a little break. I am here for you all when I get back. But I need to kind of clear my throat a bit. So I'm going to be right back. And then we'll catch up with you all. And welcome back, everyone. You have missed me coughing a lot. Okay, you almost missed a lot of me coughing. How are you doing? My chat went crazy, so if there was anything you wanted to share for me to see, please feel free to repost it. I didn't keep up like I normally do. I hope you're all doing good. Yeah, I have to admit, streaming has been a slight more of a challenge on the lungs, throat, all of me front, which is an annoying one. I was hoping I'd get back to it and all would be well. No. Might actually be ill, chat. Let's have a look. Carry on. Dear Hallie, I usually don't give out my recipes, but since you've been such a sweetheart to George and I've written this one down for you. Evelyn's taught me how to make rice pudding. Nice. And Jodie's given me some fertilizer. Okay. Think of hydrate, both of you. Chat, don't drown me. That's now I know what. Yeah. Hold on, chat. I'm just doing something completely unrelated to do with the channel redeems. Where are the redeems? Don't mind me while I forget how to use Firebot. I'm worried, but the whole time I'm looking up stuff, chat is moving like... Weird. I've done much hydrates. We need a refill electrolyte. Wit is trying to kill me through water. It is possible to drink too much water, you know, chat. Where's my stupid reading? Oh, we put it somewhere. Okay. I'll explain a lot, man. I love that I found it and then Firebot went, yeah, we can't do that here. You're going to have to do it somewhere else. And you think, okay, well, I'm just going to ignore my redeems. I'll fix it later. Dear God, your lungs are going to become an ocean. Yeah, I'm already drowning in my own bad stuff. If you're not drinking 6 pints of water a day, are you really drinking water? True. I do normally drink about 3 litres a day. I think while I've been sick, I have not drunk that much. I don't feel like I've needed it because I haven't really done any exercise. Mark editor. Huh? Where did my TTS go? What? What? Wait, where did it... I love how the drum roll worked and then it just went... We got nothing. Where has it gone? Firebot, what is going on with you? Are you okay, Firebot? There was an update. I assume it broke something. Oh my God. Hey, Blobby. Where is... It should still be working. Okay. I'm just going to test it. Yeah, that's a bit dead, isn't it? Okay. But the TTS is working. Because we've had that for subs. Hold on. I say that actually, when J. Luz resubbed earlier, we only had 1 TTS, didn't we? We only had Brian. We didn't have the weird...
I've come for your pickle.
Hello, Pickle Man? Okay, I think something is broken there, and I'm not quite sure what. I don't know if it is Firebot or there's all those stream element issues. I wonder if it's to do with that. I have to admit I've stopped paying attention to what... Okay. Okay, well, where was the pun? I'm going to have to read it in a Brian-like tone. What are you talking about, Hallie? We're totally innocently redeeming Hydrate. I don't think I did that as well as Brian. I did my best. Thank you. Also, thank you for the bits, Guna. Thank you for Blobby and Pickleman. They drowned. That's awkward. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to have to find out. It should be working fine, but something is not working fine. I mean, I do keep meaning to revamp a lot of things in my stream. By the way, I've still got the Hugo card in my hand. We will get to that. I'm confused. I'm gonna have to have a look over the weekend. Because I don't know what's going on there. Press 1 if you come for my pickle. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Have you plugged it in? Blown its cartridge? Yeah, I don't... What am I terrible? I think they might have, Jezza. But I think it might be... Well, my theories is either... I think it might be something to do with basically one of the TTSs, which crucially...
That's a 10.
What is wrong with that man? Thank you, Guna. Yeah, where am I looking again? See, there was a Firebot update, so it could be that. But looking at it, the thing that isn't working is an option that is Google Cloud Text-to-Speech. I wonder if it's heard me rant too much about how Google is slowly destroying the internet and Google went, yeah, about that. That could be it. But yeah, I think it's going to be something to do with Google. Typical Google. Oh no, I'm scared. Guna wants me to watch a video and react. We tried rubbing toothpaste on it. That may fix it. I'm guessing this video is it safe to put on the stream, Guna? Should I actually ask him? We still have a Hugo card, by the way. Don't tell Google that I switched to Proton for my email and calendar and use Brave for my browser and searching. Okay, well we're all gonna watch whatever is going on here. Let's get a little bit for a moment, actually no, I better check I'm not gonna dox myself. Keep the video open.
So in tasting...
Let's check. Nothing going to be doxing, is it? It's just going to show off a little bit of my YouTube history, which, to be honest, is... Okay, my YouTube recommendations includes 10 hours of silence, occasionally interrupted by a metal pipe. We've got to watch that after this. But yeah, otherwise, it's not really giving anything away. He's not going, hey, Hallie lives here. I think I know the problem. You used Firebot and we redeemed Hydrate so much we put the flame up. We might have. I think... Oh, I don't remember the metal pipe. Okay, well, here we go. Switch it over. Just one final scan for... Oh, crap, have I doxed myself? Nope, no, I haven't. There we go. Let's watch.
So in tasting, what we do is take a small amount right off the top. It doesn't take much. That's the warmest part right here. I'm going to invert the spoon. Cover all 9,000 taste buds.
Oh, 9,000?
Warm it up. Driving up that top note. That cream. Pure vanilla. Sweeteners. That's a 10.
What is he eating? I'm scared. What is he doing? What does... Oh! An interview with your average ice cream taster. Oh. Oh, I love this comment. His wife could never cheat on him. He'd taste for difference. I like how his lip smacking gets happier after he says it's a 10. Now that I know the proper technique, I'm going to eat ice cream just like this from now on, without any explanation to my family. When this man interviews interns, he just licks their resumes. That could have gone a lot worse. That sentence could have gone places. This man speaks the language of squirrels. Guy who knows Morse code, wondering why he's crying for help. Him, tasting noises. His wife, that's a 10. Yeah, okay. That's different. Yeah. Why did he keep doing that sound? I've got questions, yeah. Definitely judging you for your recommendation. Yeah, that's fair. I looked at my recommendations and thought, yeah, I've got no shame. Yeah, my recommendations at the moment are a weird mix of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Harry Styles videos, the Lonely Island video, something to do with Pirate Software's life is falling apart. I haven't had anything to do with Pirate Software in a very long time. More Harry Styles, a live jelly cam at an aquarium, and 25 forgotten SNES games that nobody remembers. I think that sums up my personality pretty well, to be honest. Yeah, I'm okay with that. The flavour is off your tongue the first time. Yeah, yeah. I got nothing. Although, I think I need to play the clip of 10 hours of silence occasionally interrupted by metal pipe. Is it? Yeah, that is pretty much what you'd expect. Okay, well, we won't play that, but yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Guna. And thank you, Wit, for the pun that didn't work, because I need to work out what's gone wrong. The metal pipe sound was the one I had as my custom in Drongos, and it became too annoying. I didn't realise. Okay. Now, to kill the mood, we have a Hugar card that poor Slugnatius pulled 9 minutes ago, but we got very distracted. So hopefully Slugnatius is still here, but he might have started his day. But still, oh god, why do we keep having the deep philosophical questions today? What country do you consider to be the most modern and advanced country in the world? Feel free to get jingoistic, xenophobic. Please do none of these things. Anyone that comes out of something that, yeah, oh god, what are we going to get? China. Japan. Okay, alright then. We got serious answers. I was ready for something. Norway. Ballad. Japan got stuck in the 80s. I don't know enough to know. I would think probably China. I mean, there is a debate as to when they say most modern and advanced, in what way do they mean? Because human rights records. But on the other hand, it's almost like everyone has pros and cons. Every country has good things, bad things, and some other stuff. Again, these are icebreakers for dates. We also have, these are fine. Are you good at telling jokes? TTS used to be good at telling jokes, and then it died. Yeah, they are meant to be Iron Titchy. It's really weird. One of the questions was something like, what are the positive aspects of being in prison? I don't understand these cards. No, they are not. They are really, really not. They are not cosy. They are quite... I don't know what's going on with these cards. I used to be good, but then I made TTS die, so do with that information as you will. I mean, technically it was all working until Wit, we didn't know it was broken. It might be Wit did it.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Oh god, what's wrong with that man? Thank you, Guna. Thank you for the 100 bits. And what has been the best decade of your life so far? Feel free to bring back your trauma chat. Is it wrong that my brain instinctively went the 90s and then thought, oh god, it's 2026, that's been a while. I think Norway, their high standard of living, approaches to education and crime reform. There. My current decade. Oh, that's good, Hannah. Well, it's been, I mean... Okay, let's break it down. I don't think I've had a whole decade of really good. Because to be fair, the 90s, the early part of... Yeah, we'll dig into a bit of trauma bonding. Early part of the 90s, I got very, very badly bullied. Was very... Not the best of childhoods for a little bit. But then the mid to late 90s were great. 2000s, early 2000s were really good. Love the early 2000s. Having said that, no, it's almost like the whole point of life is you have good bits and bad bits, and you don't necessarily have a whole decade's worth in one go. Because, yeah, 2000s had ups and downs, and crucially the end of the 2000s had my dad die, so that kind of writes off that decade. 2010s, start sucked, had a broken foot, my dad was dead. I almost wanted to say my dad was still dead, and you think, yeah, that's still, yeah, well, that's an ongoing thing. Late 2010s, that went better. Yeah, actually, late 2010s were very good. Early 2020s, very, very bad. Pandemic, serious health problems. Some other stuff. Last couple of years, I've done quite a good job. I can't pick an exact decade. Is your dad still dead? That was what I was asking for, wasn't it? Yeah. As far as I know, I mean, I really hope so, because he was cremated, so that should add permanency to that. And also thinking about it, his ashes are in my mum's wardrobe. So yeah, I hope it's not often I say I hope he still is, but my life's going to go weird if the ashes rise up. Probably this one minus this last year. That's good. I mean, I think it's good if you can say the current decade is the best one for you yet. I hope he likes wardrobes. Yeah. I don't know if we get him out. Yeah, poor guy. He's been in a wardrobe for what year is it? 18 years. Yeah, that's a whole grown adult's worth of years. 2010 happened. My dad was still dead. Yes, what a revelation. Sorry, I have a really dark sense of humour. Ask Crafton. Crafton has played Cards Against Humanity with me. Crafton would know this more than most people probably should. New meaning to coming out of the closet year. Been with my husband the last 12 years, but last year we lost my dad, our part, my health tanked. Yeah, that's ultimately what I was getting at, where I'm thinking different parts of different decades have been really good for me, and really bad. But sorry, I'm still laughing at how dark we all took it. I like dark humour more so, because otherwise it's just... Yeah. I don't know. I have a dark sense of humour. What am I meant to be doing? I've totally forgotten. But thank you all. Thank you all for leaning into the dark humour. Hey, Rimballo, how are you doing? About a Hugo card. Yeah, how dark is your sense of humour? I think my 30s are going to be the decade for me. But I'm only 33. That's good, Hannah. And most of my first half of my 30s were great. It was only really when my health got bad that it lost for greatness. But definitely some of my best years have been in my 30s. I think actually now I'm at a position where I'm thinking 40s for 40s are going to be the best decade. And even though I'm there with a new house issue and a new car issue and a whole bunch of other stuff going on, I'm still kind of hopeful of... I feel in a much better place mentally to deal with it. Should I have done that? Yeah, fine. And I think that's probably the best thing with any kind of aging. You just generally become better. Or better able to handle stuff. Sadly, the older you get, I think you end up with more stuff to handle. But I would still take the confidence I have now. Your dad's still dead? I sure fucking hope so, otherwise we buried him alive. Yeah. I would not survive that dark humour. Me neither, no. I mean, obviously you got to pick your time and place because some people aren't good at dark humor, and that's fair. You know, I'm not gonna judge, because totally fair. But yeah, I need a dark humor. I think it's good to laugh at these things. Obviously, it may first happen, but after the grieving is done and you've dealt with it, otherwise we just wallow and be sad the whole time talking about these. Yeah. And my dad had a pretty dark sense of humour, so if he were able to see, he would probably be laughing quite a lot of, yeah, I'm still dead, yeah. It's okay, you tell your internet friends, yeah, I'm still dead. He would be fine with that. And also, it's kind of weird to think that his ashes are still in the water. I mean, obviously in an urn. Otherwise, that'd be really weird. But yeah, he's been there 18 years. Or I suppose nearly 8. Yeah, it must be 18 at this point. I'm getting technical now and going, when would we have collected his ashes? But yeah, 18 years. But my mum didn't know where to scatter them. And I don't know, time kind of drags on. My 40s have basically been my 20s round 2, but European instead of North American, which is a good thing. Yeah, I think particularly in my current climate, choose Europe over North America. Dark humour is also great for making an ignorant person uncomfortable. That too, yeah, which can be very useful. Also, I think it can then be quite oddly educational. Because, I mean, for instance, when it comes to death, way too many people are squeamish and uncomfortable talking about it. And obviously, death is awful, but we shouldn't shy away from it because it happens. If we try and bury it is probably the wrong term, but you know, if we try and pretend it's not there, that doesn't help in the slightest. As I get older, there's I am intrigued at what voice to text has done there. There's death gardening, seeing the in-laws, more gardening work, and then death. So yeah, life is great. I've got lost on that sentence, Jeff. Thank you for the gift sub, Guna, to Hannah.
Guna Afonakave gifted Hannah Zissou a subscription. Guna Afonakave gifted a tier 1 sub to Hannah Zissou. They have given 125 gift subs in the channel.
We're missing a TTS, aren't we? Something has gone wrong there. I need to investigate that. And thank you for the gift sub to Jezza. Gifter of one sub.
Gunnar gifted just Jezu underscore a subscription. Gunnar Afonakave gifted a tier 1 sub to just Jezu underscore. They have given 126 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Gunnar. Everyone grieves differently, but I do respect people that can have a little laugh about it when they're ready. Yeah, I mean, it is the pure example of read the room, because some rooms don't want it. I often feel like I'm the only person in my entire office with a dark sense of humour. It gets interesting at times, but it's good to have communities like here where I can let it fly. Yeah, definitely. I think, weirdly for me, a lot of people, if they don't know me massively well, I think because I think I come across quite kind of polite and very, very middle-class English. They assume I don't have a dark sense of humour, and I think then that actually makes it more fun, because then you can come out with something and you can see him going, whoa, did not expect that from you. And I quite like being a surprise. Oi, you got a licence for that dark humour? Yeah, I do not come across as that person. Because also, crucially, I don't really swear, and I think by not swearing much, people oddly underestimate you. People also, I think if I don't swear, that means I'm somehow anti-swearing, and I'm there going, no, I just don't really swear much. But, yeah, you go for it. One of the last times I saw my brother, I mentioned we should probably think of things for my dad's funeral. My father had vascular dementia and was obviously on the way out, and he refused to talk about it. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I understand why people want to shy away from it, but I don't think it benefits anyone to shy away from it. My favourite podcast, Tony and Ryan, talk about how they became friends. When we first met, she made a joke about her dead mum, and he responded, well, at least you met yours. He's adopted. She says it's the first time someone had responded in kind to her kind of humour. Yeah, I would like that. If I met somebody that was like that, I would instantly think, yeah, you're my kind of person. I can't say half the shit that my brain comes up with, or I'd be ostracised in no time. Yeah, that's fair.
Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted. Fook a subscription. Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Fook. They have given 127 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Guna, for the gift sub to... How many was it? Fook. Can we get redeemed to make you say a naughty word? Yeah, go on. I'm going to write it down on my list, because I'm adding some redeems. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll probably only have it for, say, once a stream. But yeah, we can go with that. I'll make sure I throw in every emotion possible when I do it. I will add it soon. God, I swear all the time. Which I think shocks people a bit. See, the funny thing is, I lived in a household where my dad was in the army in his teenage years and his 20s, long before he met my mum and long before I existed. And he would swear a lot, but he'd never swear with aggression. He just kind of swore conversationally to add a bit of emotion to something.
Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted Fuck Me Ass a subscription. Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Fuck Me Ass. They have given 128 gift subs in the channel.
Brian went for it there, didn't he? Thank you, Gunnar, for the gift sub to Fuck My Ass. See, I mean, if I do the channel redeem, I won't make money out of it. Yeah, maybe I should just keep it. Maybe I should just keep it like this. I won't. I will add for redeem. But yeah, so my dad swore a lot when I was growing up, but I don't know, I just don't swear much. But I do swear a little bit more now-ish. I've definitely heard the phrase, Jesus, Brian, that was dark, often in my life. The worst when you make a dark joke and someone gets sad and comforted. Yeah, I've had that where you're there going, no, I said it as a really funny thing, and now I feel bad. Where are we at? Now that's a clip for TikTok. Yeah, I think we got some good clips this stream. I was going to say this episode. It kind of is an episode. As you get older, there's death, gardening, seeing... Ooh. Ooh.
Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted Feck Me Up the Guppy a subscription. Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Feck Me Up the Guppy. They have given 129 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Gunnar, for the gift sub to Feck Me Up the Guppy. Guppy. Gutty. I don't know what gutty would be. That sounds painful. Yeah, as you get older, there's death, gardening, seeing the in-laws going to bed and thinking, why, how did this happen? Then more gardening, then death. Jezza, I'm hoping to spend my weekend gardening. I don't want death to be next. Hey, free cat, how you doing? Someone has to take his credit card away. Pretty sure I've only heard my dad say shit a handful of times. Oh no, my dad would avoid the worst swear words, but yeah, he would still swear more than is probably average. Thank you, Guna. Thank you for all the gift subs. I appreciate it. Ooh, Feck Me Up a Guppy got a rare jellyfish plushie. Okay. Oh, it's a quote from... Oh, I remember Dylan Moran. I don't think I ever saw his stand-up. I only ever saw... What was it? Black Books. Yeah, I think fucking can be part of your vocabulary. I definitely met a lot of people with like that. Hey Ozzy, how are you doing? We have got a stream for once. I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm enjoying it. So kind of physically, I'm dead on my feet. Guna, I just saw that.
Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted fucking cunt a subscription. Gunnar Phonic Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to fucking cunt. They have given 130 gift subs in the channel.
How is that Twitch, what you doing? Guna, thank you for that gift sub. To I was gonna be all witty and say something slightly different, Menthol. I don't know if that sounds any better. I was gonna say thank you for the gift sub to Cucking Funt. To avoid saying it, but I'm still saying cucking. I don't know if that's better. You don't want to see the ones I report to be even. I can't believe that one is not. How is that still there? Ozzy, thank you for the hydrate. How are you doing? I am alive, yeah. Thank you so much, Kuna. What was I doing? Look at me. I'm playing this nice little cozy game. And then look. Just look. Brian's about to eat. Brian's getting in the mood, I think. I suppose at the moment, for unknown reasons, we only have Brian because the Google TTS has mysteriously... Well, I think it's the Google one. One of them has mysteriously vanished. So got home from work, so good now. No, oh, sorry, that was the wrong reason. I'm glad, Ozzy. I hope work was good. And Guna, I'm lurking with no audio. No worries, Guna. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your gift subs. But most importantly, thank you for your company. Have a good rest of your night. To be fair, you searching and then reporting is doing a good... It is, because I haven't gone searching, but I'm guessing there are some truly disturbing usernames that are going to be spouting hatred and... I was reading Jezza and then going, wait, is that a joke or a comment or... What are we going with, Jezza? Because if it's a joke, it feels a little bit unfair, you know, kind of not the kind of humour we're going for here. But on the other hand, I don't know. I need clarification. Oh, we got mayo and we got cheese. Oh, it's a quote joke by... I did wonder, because it was, you know, I get it, we're rugged... Because I was there thinking, well, you're definitely not Irish. There we... That is fine. All I needed was the clarification of what the hell did that come from. But Dylan Moran is fine to say that. That is all good. Thanks, Jezza. It's that weird thing, isn't it? Whereas you can kind of insult your own people, but don't insult other people. But that's fine. I did have character. I don't want to plant more cacti. Who cares? But yeah, I've only ever seen Dylan Moran when he was in Black Books. I like Black Books, but I don't think I've ever seen his stand-up. Not for any particular reason, just, I don't know, I haven't got around to it. Like a lot of things in life, it's, yeah, I want to, I just haven't. See if we can do a little bit of mining. I don't think we can go on the bus now, can we? We can. Should we do a bit of Skull Cavern? Yeah, let's do it, chap. Oh. Feels like you gaslit me there, boss. Oh no, I'd never just post something like... But yeah, that's okay, Joseph. That was the thinking. I was thinking, that doesn't quite make sense. So it's quite like going... that doesn't quite track. Fun fact, I'm actually half Irish in my mum. Oh, I go then. Then you can half do the joke. No, you're good, Jezza. But yeah, it was because I'd lost track of chat. I was a bit, where did that come from? And then I totally forgot about the Dylan Moran thing. I don't really watch stand-up. Nothing against it, just never appealed me. That's fair enough. I do like a lot of stand-up. It's just like quite a lot of things in life, I don't get around to it. Because there's too many things I want to do. A little bit like Stardew, actually. That's the same, where there's too many things I would like to do. Hey, Roy, you asleep, little dog? Good job. Yeah, what should we pursue? You don't know. I have to be in the right mood. Yeah, I have to be in the right mood too. Hold on. I'm going to open my notepad file. I haven't looked at it in a while. Okay, so I got the caviar. I've achieved stuff. I am still trying to work at the ancient fruit business. That's kind of a pain. Need to get a dinosaur egg from Skull Cavern. I don't think I'm cut out for that today. But volcano and ginger, we might do that then. We'll do that tomorrow though. Improv though, I'm a horrible dork about it. Yeah, I kind of like improv. Improv is hard to find by its very nature. I am a fan. I like some stand-up, but I'm picky. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You can't just watch all stand-up. And my taste in stand-ups is quite... due to the dark sense of humour, but also not going too dark. It's a weird... I don't know, I go a bit all over the place. And the problem actually with stand-up I find is some stand-ups aren't really dark, they're just offensive. And then I tend to steer clear of that. But it's trying to find that line where you go, no, this is dark. No, wait, that's punching down. I don't want punching down. I want, say, dark based on your own personal experience. And yeah, that can be tricky. Because I think ultimately there's a very big difference between dark and offensive. Oh, I need a safe. We'll come back for you. Okay, let's get watering. Hey, grew up in Chicago. Oh, you had Second City. Yeah, they spawned so many great comedians and SNL people. Yeah. I obviously have never been to Second City, but I've read a lot about Second City, and I'm a huge fan of the SNL kind of way. I mean, because it has to, really. SNL goes in waves, where my favourite era is not right now. But yeah, I love that, that whole thing. I would love to go to Second City. Being actively offensive for laughs is irritating. Yeah, and it's not even, half the time it's not even particularly intelligent. It's just, look, I'm going to say something that makes you go, oh, they said that. And you think, that's not humour, that's a step up from ranting and raving in the street to say disturbing things. At least to me, because again, comedy's personal. I'm not gonna judge you if you like that kind of thing, but it doesn't really work for me. Ricky Gervais comes to mind when it comes to that kind of... Yeah, I used to like Ricky Gervais a long time ago, when he was kind of new at stand-up. And then he's kind of doubled down on being offensive for the sake of it. And... no, then it's just stupid. It's just... privileged rich guy having his moment of going, look at me, I'm so edgy. And you think, you're not... no. Get over yourself. But once upon a time, he did used to be reasonably into... he'd put a bit of thought into what he was doing. Or, I don't know, maybe my opinion changed at some point. But whatever he's doing now, no. Just no. Everyone wants to be George Carlin, but yeah. And I have seen some George Carlin, and yeah. He is good at dark without punching down. I mean, I have to be in my right mood to watch his stuff. But I used to know somebody that watched a lot of his stuff. And I think, admittedly, probably if you watch too much of his stuff, it starts kind of making you a little bit too cynical. But his stuff is good. Yeah, his stuff is how you need to do it, in my opinion. I liked him in Afterlife, but his stand-up is atrocious. Yeah. I kind of liked Afterlife. I saw bits of Afterlife. I kind of started watching it, I think, during the pandemic, and then didn't continue. And I don't know. It wasn't for any particular reason. It was just, I didn't. And I think usually when I forget to watch something, that probably tells me a lot. Because something really good, you're there going, oh, I can't wait to watch the next one. Hey, the last time Carlin punched down was, what, in 2008? There are very few men stand up, I still thought. Yeah, I mean, yeah. My favourite scene in Afterlife is when he's in a cafe and he orders a kid's meal. And he goes on this big rant as they won't let him have it, even though it's just a smaller portion. I don't know that bit. I think I only watched like 2 episodes. And then I think I just got distracted and watched something else. And I can't even remember what. Stuart Lee, Simon Amstel, Eddie Izzard, and Lee Evans is where I'm at. I like Eddie Izzard and some Lee Evans. I have to be in the right mood for both of them. Although, arguably, isn't that the case with literally all comedy? I miss my Sean. Oh, I loved Sean Locke. Sean Locke was so good. Sean Locke just had the perfect attitude to... Yeah. Yeah, Sean Locke was the best. Daniel Sloss is probably the main one. Oh, Daniel Sloss is really good. Yeah, I've seen bits of his stuff on Instagram and things. And yeah, I'm a fan. In the UK, in the last kind of couple of months, we have had our own Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live UK, funny enough. And it's actually pretty good. It's got a nice mix of people. And I think, yeah. Oh, we got Ancient Seeds. Sorry, that got very excited. And it's pretty good. I would recommend it. And it's nice and biting, and it is a little bit dark at times. Let me just get more Black Books and IT crap. I still need to watch all of the first lot. Sean Locke's 15 Stories High is a massively underrated show. I still have not seen that. I didn't even know about it until after he died. But I used to love his stand-ups. I don't know, Game Changer. I might have to look that up. Okay, I'm going to look up Game Changer. Have we got any more fruit? Nope. Ooh, 28 days. That's going to take a while. Again, it might take 28 days. Maybe I should use fertilizer. Watched the latest season of Last One's Laughing recently. That was quite good. Wasn't as good as the first season. Yeah, I agree. I loved the first season. Second season was likeable. It's a good concept. But yeah, it didn't quite work as well with the second one. Honestly, they should not re-invite people. Those who've been through it are too much of an... Yeah, I agree. And I love Bob Mortimer, but it would have been better with an original bunch of people. Yeah, I did immediately think of that film. I saw 28 Years Later and 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, a couple of weeks ago. They were very good and so bleak as usual. We're just going to start selling seeds. We have a lot of stuff growing. Nah, but I think... My bad to think that I think the only reason that the Aussie guy lasted as long as he did is because he didn't understand any of the humour that was being said to him. It could be. I think he did have a very different sense of humour to other people on Last One Laughing, which I think probably helped. I don't think it was necessarily him. Actually, I say that there were a couple of times that he did just point out that he didn't get the reference at all, so that probably helped a bit. But I think also he just had a very different sense of humour to everyone else. It was a bit of a... It was an interesting one. Oh yeah, Graham Linehan. Yeah, don't go anywhere near Graham Linehan. Yeah, just no. Love, love, love Bob Mortimer. He grew up less than 5 minutes from where I live. Oh, nice, Hannah. Last time I was sick, which was only last summer, but I was really sick and basically just stayed in bed for about 3 days. And I read Bob Mortimer's autobiography, and it was really good. It was funny, it was sad. He did point out some of it might not be true, in typical would I lie to you fashion. But yeah, it was a really good read. I would recommend it if you haven't already read it. Ooh, let's pick up some food. Let's go to Skull Cavern. We should still pick up some food. Last time I was sick, let's not make this a yeah. It's a bit disheartening. Because years ago, before the Crohn's, not to sound like that person, before the Crohn's, I would never get sick, and now I'm left thinking, it kind of happens. It is a frustrating one. First season of A Dutch Last One Laughing had a super dry and understated comedian do a bit with a flute that's still sending me... I like the idea of that. Yep, we're going in. We haven't got a specific plan, we're just going to see how it goes. Before the dark times, before the Crohn's. BC, yeah. You guys knew me then. I wouldn't get sick. And I really wouldn't. I would have... Somebody could sneeze in my face and my immune system would go, no, we're good. We out of chat. I've read it and agree it's a good one. I have all his books, so I haven't read all of them. Yeah, I haven't read his Bob Mortimer's fictional stuff yet. My mum has, and she loves it, so I should really read it sometime. Having said that, I am that person who keeps buying books and not reading them, so I should probably actually read some books before I buy more ones. I keep seeing a guild and WoW called Game of Crones, and it makes me think every time. That's me. Oh, please do, Reb. Daphne, it sounds abstract and weird enough I reckon it would travel. I wish I was so lucky. I'm hoping the fact I've been taking some vitamins over the past couple of months and bit, it might help me. That's always my hope. Honestly, I don't know. But hopefully for both of us. It's like the era of illness. I feel the same about the time before my Bechet started. Yeah. I think it's kind of natural. I mean... Going back to what we were talking about earlier, it's like how with grief and a significant death, you're there going, oh, before and after. And I think with chronic illness, there's a certain amount of grieving. Yeah, and a certain amount of, it was before me and now. And that doesn't have to be as bleak as it initially sounds by using the word grief. But I think it's natural to have a bit of grieving of the you that was before. Ooh, we get something coming. Age doesn't help. My old ass struggles with everything. I'm surprised my body does as well as it does considering how stupid I was in my 20s. Yeah, that's true. I mean, in my 20s, all illness would truly bounce off me. But even kind of... Because I didn't have Crohn's until about 35. And I would still bounce off of illness pretty easily. And to be honest, I look after myself better than I did then. Hey, a hole. I've always had problems due to my prematurity, but stuff has definitely gone worse health-wise for me over the past few years, but I don't complain. It's okay to complain, Jezza. Yeah, but you'd have to do the stiff upper lip British thing. You're allowed to go, it sucks. Because it does. It's adjusting to the new normal. Grieving the old normal. Yeah, absolutely. Now that I have a lupus diagnosis, I'm afraid to even make future plans. Because I have no idea when I'll have a flare. There you go. And I have to be very open and honest with people. I have to see how I'll feel. And to not get mad when I have to cancel. Yeah. Which is a good attitude to have. But I suspect, I mean, from my experience, the problem is that's when you learn who your good friends are and who are the other friends. And And that can be really rough, because then you're there going, listen, I haven't chosen this life. Oh, wait a minute, these people somehow are treating me not the best. And I'm lucky that these days I'm mostly surrounded by good people, but the bit where you have to find those good people really sucks. And like at the moment with my not very successful dating adventures, this is my first time trying dating while I've got Crohn's. And it hasn't come up yet, but it's gonna. And I'm worried, on the one hand, the rational part of me is there thinking, well, if they won't accept me having Crohn's, tough, their loss. But it's still going to feel a bit like my loss if that happens. I turned 43 a few days ago. Ooh, happy belated birthday, Ozzy. The day after my birthday, my knees said no. Yeah, knees are a pain, literally. Learn to be kind to myself, and it's okay to just take a day to rest, and I'm not being lazy. Yeah, I'm working on that too, I'm working on it really hard. I like to keep busy, so it is rough. Mine is a stupid rare disease. The treatment options are limited. Oh, that sucks. That's an extra level of problematic. Mainly it's just my eyesight. It's deteriorated quite a lot. Even with glasses, it's just... that must be rough, Jezza. I know I keep saying it must be rough, but I'm just left thinking... You don't want platitudes. Everyone wants just... That sucks. Me, but just waiting for someone in my life to get sick unexpectedly and throw everything up in the air. Yeah, the impending doom. Yeah, I get that too, where it's... I'm there going, it's peacetime right now. What's next? That's, that's the worry. Sorry, got distracted. Yeah. I genuinely do have periods of time where I make go, we're in peacetime. How long's that going to last? I'm the same way. I had to cancel a date because I had a flare, and they got weird about it, so I said okay, bye. Now I found someone, I openly said I have lupus. I don't know if I'll have a good day or not. They were so great, but I'm glad you found that person. Because those people do exist. It's just kind of... It's frustrating when you're there going... they seem really good, but they don't understand that I'm ill. And obviously they should, but it still feels kind of like your loss as well. And I absolutely know it shouldn't. So I'm just checking something. Okay, I went down a hole. Stop going down a hole, me. I'm being ADHD-ish. I understand, I've been blind my entire life. You get used to it, but man, not being able to see that help is frustrating as, I must be Aussie. I mean, I can just about get away with if I'm not wearing glasses. Not to drive, but I can just about see. My husband used to ask what he could do to make it better. Then I say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. No, he says, I'm sorry, babe, I know. That's so much more helpful. Yeah. Sometimes that's all you need. I literally cried walking to my car from work after working back one night because for a brief moment my life felt like it didn't revolve around caring for someone else. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Ragey. I do know a bit of what that's like. Different situation, but at various points over the years, I've been... Hold on, I'm just going to snooze ads because we're talking here. There was a period in my life... Well, a couple of periods in my life where basically I was caring for my mum because her Crohn's was very bad. Touch wood, the last couple of years has been not too bad. I say that she got COVID and it nearly killed her, but other than that, she's been able to be a lot more independent. But anyway, there was a period of time where I was caring for her a lot, and at the same time I was caring for a close friend who has severe eczema and some other stuff going on, and he was really struggling. And all it ever felt like was, all I was doing was caring for people. And obviously you want to, because you love the person. And also it's so exhausting. I remember, this will sound weird, I remember at one point I walked into a Tesco supermarket and I was getting a weekly shop for me and my mum. And also getting a few bits for a close friend. And I remember going down the cheese aisle. And I just literally stared at the cheese for way too long. I wasn't looking at the cheese, I was just staring into space. Like, it felt like a really weird moment of calm because nothing was expected at me in that key moment. And I just stared at cheese. And it was, in hindsight, it was a realisation I was really close to burning out and struggling massively. But it's also kind of funny to be able to go, so anyway, at one point I just disassociated staring at cheese for about 5 minutes. And I'm convinced there were people that probably walked past me and thought, what the hell is she doing? She's just staring at cheese. Why can she not decide what cheese she wants? And yeah. I'm lucky now in that my mum's a lot more independent and, doing far better, other than the COVID that nearly killed her 2 years ago. So that's good. So there's a lot less expectation there. And also the close friend with all the health problems is, funny enough, the close friend who ended up blocking me and, well, turning very emotionally abusive and then blocking me. So we've all heard about that one. But the advantage there is less care duty. But yeah, so anyway, that was kind of a ramble that involved a lot of cheese. But I know that feeling, Miss Rachie. I would have times where I just sit in my car and just, it was so exhausting. Wit. I realised I have to be really open and honest, because that's my life, and if someone isn't okay with it from a get-go, then it won't work out anyway. Yeah, that's the best approach. Absolutely. My girlfriend isn't bothered by my ailments. They do exist. Yeah, that's good, Jez. I'm glad you found the right person. Just being there helps, fortunately. Unfortunately, I learned that lesson early. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ozzy. I almost cried whenever I was told, it's okay if we can't go out, we can have a chill night in to make sure oh, that's very good, Wit. That's why I mean, when the close friend I just mentioned, for a long time, I was the healthy one and he wasn't, and I was always, that was my focus of being, it's fine, we don't have to do anything, we can just watch a film or whatever, it's fine, I get it. So yeah. Cheese, so good, huh? Thank God for cheese. Thank you, cheese. Yeah, cheese was it helped. I can't even remember if I bought cheese. Maybe I did, I don't know. I honestly can't remember. I just remember this moment in time. I think it was probably before the pandemic. Yeah, it must have been. And just staring so much. LA community, the island of misfit toys. Thank you, Ozzy. It also proves you never truly know what battle someone is facing, so it's important to be kind. Yeah. Because that's the thing, yeah. I mean, there's probably been times where I've been a little bit, wish that person had stopped staring at the cheese. But in reality, you don't know what they're going through. I want to take part in a uni study. It was researching the impact of caring for a cancer patient. I ended up being too burnt out to follow up when they reached out. Oh, wow, Rachie. Wonder how many other people also like that. There must be a lot. They're probably missing out on the people that most need to be in the research study because everyone is so exhausted. I feel like if I saw someone staring at cheese for 5 minutes in the supermarket, I'd just understand. Because someone who's just staring at cheese may be worn out. Yeah. Like you say, it's a good example of being a little bit kinder to everyone. There's a surprising amount of depressing Dutch books about this topic. I don't think someone truly knows the extent of a weight and its pull until you go through that hell. Nah, that's true. But yeah, group hug, everyone. We have ads coming up in just under a minute. I'm going to play on because that's going to be the last ad break and we'll probably wrap up in kind of 30 minutes or so. It's been a longer stream than I was worried I'd manage, so it's been very good. I can't keep snoozing my ads, so we'll let those run. I will keep going. Please do, those who are not subscribed, please do keep talking in chat. I will make sure I read everything out, I will interact with you once you're able to see. This is the annoying thing about ads, isn't it? Sorry about the cough. Love how we can openly have this conversation. Me too, it's really good. It makes me feel a lot less alone in my health stuff. So it is good. Ooh, Soul, that sounds very relaxing. I love how honest these streams and chat is. Yeah, me too. I'm glad. I'm always hopeful that you're definitely all helping me, but I'm hopeful that it is helping everyone else a little bit, because illness, grief, caring, all of those things can be incredibly lonely things. And talking about it won't magically fix it, because to be honest, it's still going to feel pretty lonely. But just for a little bit, hopefully it makes everyone feel a little bit less alone. 24-hour stream confirmed. Stick around, Appy. If I had the energy, I would. It might happen one day. That day isn't today, but one day maybe. Nice to know that Twitch isn't just full of lol clowns. Wait a minute, just need a plant bomb. There's people out there who can have a laugh, but also have nice conversation too. Definitely. Yeah. Because before I used Twitch, I thought it was basically pro gamers all being kind of worryingly offensive and abusive. And Twitch can be so much more than that. I think in my head I always thought Twitch was basically everything Ninja does. And was just pure gaming focused, rather than instead it can be very community-ish. You go. Thank you. Funny enough, chat, we're not aiming for the 50th floor in this run of Skull Cavern. We're just killing some time, seeing what we can do, seeing what we can scrounge up. Sometime I'm going to sort out a better weapon. Hey, little slime, off you go. Wait, there we go at last. Don't plant a bomb and run away for my life. These past few weeks I've been struggling a bunch. Oh, I'm sorry, Ozzy. If you ever want to talk about it, we do have a Discord. But obviously we don't want to. That's okay too, but we're always here for you. This place, along with a few others, has helped. I'm glad it's helped. It's also nice to find a streamer. It's very calm and collected and is not shouting at me trying to be hyperactive 24/7. See, the funny thing is, sometimes I worry I'm a little bit too quiet around there going, well, maybe I need the chaos. But I suppose we do still have chaotic moments, don't we? So, but I couldn't do it 24/7. It would be a lot. I love the communities I found on Twitch. Thank you for being... Oh, thank you, Amdovi. I'm really glad you found your way here, too. Nothing wrong if you enjoy that, but it's never been my cup of tea, especially since it became more of a norm. No, you can't have chaos of being hype all the time. No. I mean, all of the energy levels of the people that manage it, but I don't think I could. If I did, I would be I wouldn't be me. I was going to say a fake person, and you think, no, I'm not saying people who are hyperactive the whole time. That's their personality type. I can't do it. My thinking while going into streaming was always, I've got to be myself. And if myself doesn't work, well, that's how it goes. But I wouldn't want to be something I'm not. That doesn't seem right, and also, it's kind of exhausting. Okay. Oh. Wait, was that not where we just were? Welcome back from ads, everyone. We're all just talking about how appreciative we are of each other, which is good. I cannot give that wow golden retriever energy 24/7. No, me neither. Just no. Also, I don't think it'd be good for me. Because one of the things I like about streaming is... I need to eat some cake in a minute. Is it calms me down. Because I almost certainly have ADHD, I struggle to focus on a game. And weirdly, streaming helps me focus. Because it gives me a couple of things to pay attention to. So if I went hyperactive, it wouldn't benefit me, basically. Not to sound egotistical, but I kind of want streaming to benefit me as well as everyone else. And the calm method works well for me. Let's eat that. I said I didn't drongos last night. I feel very lucky to have found my people. Me too, Miss Rachel. I was thinking about this morning on my walk. My walk where I was burning up because I probably shouldn't have been out on my walk. But I was just thinking, I was very appreciative that I have people that care. I didn't really so much a while ago. And in part it was because I wasn't looking and I was being a bit of a fool. Yeah, and it's been good
Lou on
to
point
find my
just
people.
resubscribed for 8 months. Wahoo.
Hey Lou, thank you for the resub. That's very kind of you. How are you doing? Yuki and Bernie told me that when I shift into my dry, matter-of-fact voice, they can't tell when I'm being serious or making jokes, and it drives them nuts. That is how dry your sense of humour is, Reb. I think it's good to be yourself and your people will find you. Yeah. It takes a bit of confidence to realise that. It's a bit like what we were saying, me and Whit were saying earlier about how in dating you need to be honest, even if you really like the person. If they then suck about you having a chronic health problem, that's their loss. But it takes quite a lot of confidence to be able to go, yeah, that's your problem. No, tough. I'm a guy who plays Super Nintendo with his dog. I'm definitely an introvert. I hope it goes okay for your soul, and my thoughts are with you and your husband. Yeah, I hope it works out. Second gym visit today. Lou, are you burning out again? Are you overdoing it? Basically, a British SNES drunk. There we go, Jezza. Make some videos. Be the British SNES drunk. Okay, we're out of bombs. Have we got the resources to make a bomb? Probably not. Ooh, we have. Run a bit more. Being a centre, you're listening to your watch. Maybe I should look at it, but okay. I can't see that watch saying 2 workouts is good, you keep going. Garmin watches are not that much of a slave driver. Hello, off you go. Thank you. Hey, Jotor, how you doing? SNES Sober. There we go, SNES Sober. You got the name. Get to it, Jezza. We are probably going to leave a Skull Cavern soon, but I want to see what I can achieve first. Ooh, pretty stuff. Good, just a minute. Ooh, I hope you have a good day ahead of you. My training status is productive and readiness is moderate. Listening to your body. Listen to your body. Are you listening to your body, Lou? Be honest now. Are you actually listening to it? Okay. Okay. No, we need to listen to our body and head home by looks of things. I'm glad it's gone well for you, Lou. I am envious of at least one gym visit. I wouldn't go twice in a day. But as I haven't been to the gym in a week now, and I've barely gone for any walks, I'm envious. Anything else here? Nope. Okay, let's head home. I have therapy later this morning, so that'll be good. And I had physical therapy last night. Oh, I hope everything goes well, Jotor. Good job with going for therapy, because therapy's hard. I'm listening to mine. I cancelled my PT session for today because I needed a break. Good plan, Reb. Make sure you get that good rest in. It's nearly the weekend, so you can rest up a lot. Don't want to sell... No, I'll sell stuff tomorrow. I'm taking it easy for the rest of the day. I managed to hook up my Yamaha to my PC, and I'm going to try to get back to learning that again. Ooh, that'll be fun, Lou. That sounds good. Listening to your body is the most important. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what my body's trying to tell me today, to be honest. Yeah, I've had those days. Funny enough, that's where I've been a bit off track of one of the reasons why I go for a morning walk is because it lets me check in with my body. And I found that really useful. But obviously while I'm ill, all that happens is I check in with my body and it goes, oh, we're burning up. Please do not do that. But yeah, I'm very much missing my routine at this point. Oh, geode. With the annoying part being, I don't know when... I certainly don't know when I'm going to the gym. But in part, that's because I haven't got a car to get to the gym. So... yeah. My next gym session is officially Tuesday, so that's a decent gap of time ready for my health to get better. I don't think I'm going to have a car back for Tuesday, but I can get an Uber at least. Which will probably cost me more than it should really just to go to the gym. But I think mentally, I need to get to the gym on Tuesday. Assuming my health is better. Because if it's somehow not better by Tuesday, I'm going to start getting nervous because I need to go to the Netherlands on Friday. Coughing seems to have got no, Lou, no. I think everyone who's here can go, no, she mutes every now and then to cough. It just goes in waves. And I am still very blocked up. In my head, I sound like I'm talking weirdly because that's how blocked I am. But yeah, the coughing has gone in waves. And a little while ago, there was a bit where my throat was getting a little bit not right, but then it settled down again. So no, this is a slog. A fun slog. You don't really sound it. Oh, that's good. Because in my head, I sound wrong. I would do an impression of singing Zombie, but it wouldn't go well. But yeah. I'll be the one paying the price of injury. Yeah, it's a good way of looking at it, Rib. But yeah, luckily after this, I haven't got anything else to do, so that is useful. And by not having a car, which is a problem, but on the plus side, it means I don't get tempted to do too much. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's kind of stagnated. Because I've been at this kind of stage. Well, the coughing is a bit less today. But otherwise, I've been at this stage last few days, really. It's stagnated. Yeah, it's kind of lingering. It's probably the best way of putting it. But the main thing is that showed me I have a problem is when I went for my walk this morning, it wasn't particularly warm. Definitely wasn't, because I saw people in raincoats and stuff. And I started burning up within about 10 minutes of a walk. It was very annoying. So there won't be a second walk today. One is plenty. Resting is definitely, yeah. Been a week of resting though. It's getting very... First few days I didn't really care because I was ill enough that I just slept through everything. And I really did spend my weekend at least in bed, if not sleeping. Still had to do some work because, as I mentioned last week, I've got a big work project. So I've had to do that in bits. But basically I do a bit on my laptop, fall asleep for a while, do a bit more. You get the drill. So I need less naps. So that's something. Talking of naps, could you not nap right next to my mayonnaise machine? Thank you, doggo. Thank you. had to learn this lesson a couple of times before I started harnessing the truth of it like a compass. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm far better than I used to be. But a bit of a life lesson, a lifelong thing. Let's go see Clint and hand in the geodes. Evie should be the face of SNES, but I like it, Jezza. Now, when I talk about work, available hours, and my energy levels, I call it my energy budget. It seems to make it tangible and understandable to the peeps I work with. And that's a good way of doing it, Jezza. My line of work, we tend to talk about mental bandwidth. Or just general bandwidth. I'll get an email from an editor that goes, have you got the bandwidth to do this? And it kind of covers all things of whether you kind of physically got the bandwidth or mentally or whatever. That's from the good editors. The bad editors don't care and they just go, can you do this? Clint, sort out my artifact troves. Thank you. What do we get? An ancient seed. That is useful. And an anchor. Kind of useful. And some Neptunite. Stone. And a Celestine. I don't know what that is. Most chronic pain people can probably relate, but when I'm suffering and out amongst people, I put on my mask, so unless you know me well, you won't notice. Yep, that's me. That's me, Reb. At TwitchCon, hopefully my Crohn's won't be a problem, but... Oh, okay, you don't want anything. But nobody will ever know if I'm in pain, or if I'm just exhausted, because, yeah, you put the mask on. Yeah, I think last year at some point, I think I told Crafton at some point when I was getting a bit wiped out. But otherwise, nah, keep it to myself. Mayo and slushy is quite accommodating. Ooh, don't do it. I'm finding I'm so spent, I don't have the energy to emotionally mask as good as I usually do. That's in a weird way, that's probably good, because that means you get to show people, as in the people that are close to you, that you're struggling. Because the problem with masking is, people don't know what's going on. So there's probably kind of pros and cons to that. But on the other hand, that's not great, because if you're that level of spent, you are spent. So... I hope you have people in your life that you can actually kind of talk about it rather than they just go, why are you so tired? I can hazard a guess as to why you're so tired, but what I mean is somehow there are people that won't be able to join the dots and go, oh, yeah, obviously you're tired. Yeah, fair enough. Because some people need spoon feeding. I actually forgot I have tickets to 5 for Saturday till I got a reminder email today. Yeah, that sounds like a me thing. I'm glad you're going to see 5 on Saturday, though. I keep worrying I'm going to forget. I'm going to see Lily Allen in June. And I did forget for quite a long time until the friend I'm going with messaged me and then went, oh, shall I get train tickets for it? And I was I totally forgot when that was. And to be honest, I feel a slightly rubbish friend because I then forgot to get the train tickets until she nudged me, and then I was oh yeah, sorry. So I think she now thinks I'm the least organised person ever, and I'm usually pretty organised. It's just stuff. But yeah, I hope you have a good time, Rachie. There was something I was going to do, and I can't remember what. Oh, ancient seed. I masked for a while, and I ended up in hospital. Then people noticed and knew something was wrong. But sometimes it's best if you can talk to somebody about that. Yeah. Also, I think somehow... Can I not plant it? What am I doing wrong? Oh, is it dead? Oh, is it dead seed? My apologies, little dead seed. I'm the one who bought the tickets. At least you got a reminder, Rachie. I hope you have a really good time. Yeah, I think also sometimes, I mean, when it comes to chronic stuff, I think people who have no experience of chronic ailments are a bit, well, if you're in hospital, you're obviously really, really ill. If you're not in hospital, you must be fine, and you're there going, no, I'm just chronically ill, and potentially I would never leave the hospital if I was in every time I was struggling. And I think a lot of kind of regular people that, as in the people that haven't experienced chronic illness, that's, they don't join the dots. Like, as an example, with my immunosuppressants, I have an injection that is delivered to me, and I inject myself, and then these days I tend to carry on and just do normal stuff. And I suspect a lot of the people who aren't chronically ill don't quite get it. And they think, oh, it's just like taking paracetamol, and you're there going, no, I am stabbing myself in the stomach with this stuff that is deliberately meant to suppress my immune system. That's a bit more than paracetamol. But in contrast, the one time I had to go to hospital for an infusion of it, where I was sitting on a drip for about 4 hours, a whole bunch of people went, oh, that's really, really full on. And it's the exact same thing. It's just the difference is I've got an IV drip hooked up to me at a location, or I'm injecting myself. And I think a lot of people without the experience of chronic illness don't realise that you could be really ill while not being in hospital. Overdue for going back to my therapist. Ooh, I hope you... That's the problem, isn't it? When life's at its hardest, it's often really hard to find the time to go to the therapist. And that's when you need it. I hope you can figure it out, Rachie. In broad strokes, there are two ways in which people deal with pain. Those who acknowledge it, and thus often start avoiding doing that which causes pain. And those who try to make it small and truck on until they hit a wall. I leap wildly between those groups, I think. Those two groups aren't the best at understanding each other. I'm an avoider, which comes with its own downsides, but also looked down upon by people I know who are hardcore deniers, who keep going on until they physically break down. I'm a bit of all of that. Yeah. I may be avoiding delving deeper into EMDR. Ooh, I've heard that is intense. I've heard it's really good, but it's a lot. So I don't blame you. I mean, obviously, I still think, go to the therapy. But it's not as easy as that, is it? It's not as easy as just going. There's so much more to it with therapy. My best friend rates it highly. Yeah, I've heard good things of it. I personally, I only had talking therapy, and in hindsight, it was kind of useless. I mean, it was useful at the start, and I went for too long. I don't think it was massively beneficial in the end. I think I need a more interactive therapy. But on the other hand, I haven't got the money at the moment, and the gym kind of works well as my therapy at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna slowly wrap things up now. I'm fine to keep talking for a bit, but I'm tired. My throat's scratchy. Turns out I'm still not very well. But yeah. We have had a lot of really good chats. I'm very glad to be able to catch up with each and every one of you again. It feels like it's been longer than a week. It's only been a week, but it feels longer. So it's been really good to catch up with everyone and see how everyone's doing. Yeah, and thank you all for being here and for the chat. Guna for the many gift subs, almost none of which I'm going to read out because my word for words. And thank you, Lou, for the resub, and Jay Luz for the resub, and the various watch streaks we had, and the bits. I'm going to have to try and figure out what's going on with TTS, because I don't know what went wrong there. I mean, we've got a half-working, well, I say we've got a half-working TTS. The puns are broken. I mean, it was amazing, that dramatic drum roll that just ended, but I do need to fix that. I'm going to be, thank you for hydrate, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be back Saturday. We'll probably play more of this, I think. It's a good low energy game. But that still works. So yeah, we'll play some more of this on Saturday. It'll be nice and low energy. And then hopefully next week there'll be a bit more variety. Yeah, that's kind of it really, I think. I don't think I have anything dramatic to announce. It would just be nice to have a bit more energy at some point. And hopefully by Saturday. Thank you. Hopefully Saturday I will know more about what's going on with the car. So that will be useful. And then I'll know if I've got to rent a car for TwitchCon or not.
Gaming.
Might add some cooldowns too. But thank you all. Thank you, Miss Rachie, and Reb, and Bib, and Gloel, and J. Luz, and Lou, and everyone else, whether you're lurking or you've been chatting or whatever. If you aren't already following, drop me a follow if you like what you see. Cooldowns of a nerd. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Ozzy. I know who we're going to raid over to, so we're going to get a little raid message going, because basically it's a good friend of mine's birthday today. So we are going to head over to FG Squared because it's her birthday, and that's what you do on people's birthdays. Let's get a very specific raid message up. Give me 2 seconds. What should we choose emote-wise? Right. Here is... Thank you for the watch streak, Sanguru. Here is the raid message for subscribers. And the followers... We will go the good old traditional... There we go. Let's head over to FG. I will get that started. Now I have used a tiny bit of imagination for the raid message. Look, I haven't got inspiration today. I'm not well. That's my excuse. Where's FG on my list? There she is. We have actually raided FG more than we probably should have recently, but we're going to raid. It's her birthday. So we're raiding over. If you head over there, if you happen to gift sub 2 gifts over to her stream, you get a special birthday badge. So if you feel so inclined and you want a very cute otter emote, no, not emote, badge, please do. But anyway, let's head over to FG and I will see you all on Saturday. Hopefully I will have a bit more energy. Fingers crossed. But have a good one all. Take care.
Mining and building.
Yeah, don't really have to worry about that too much. Oh my goodness!